just looking. They're like, that's another one he can do. Listen, take your time. It's a gift. Take a long time. You may around your being in the spirit, you can throw your back out trying to do that. And that right, they be at home trying to pray that thing, you know, they be on a body cast. Everybody doing all right? I see one Don Corleone men came. Yeah, right. I see they look like one of the mafia, don't they? Yeah, with that dog suit with the light tie. That's all right. We see you over there. Ain't that right? Like a piece of chocolate candy growing. Y'all all right today? Appreciate also, that Castle. Guess I owe you an apology, I guess, anyway. I know it, y'all. That thing sure do hurt. Exactly. We were down there on the lot, you know, doing some things. They would come parking and stuff for 4th of July. And that stuff started going off. And people want to know we had water and Gatorade was selling. So y'all ain't selling no earplugs or nothing, are you? I said, nobody but Lancaster could have came over there. I know you sent that man down there. We had 2 people want to know we selling earplugs. I said, old Lancaster sent 2 of his friends down there. He said that thing was loud too. Man, that thing was extremely loud. That thing was, I was like, woo! I don't know how white folk do it. I was looking. I was like, I don't know how in the world they did. My eyes started hurting after a while. That stuff, you saw that stuff when they were blowing up? Was you had left? That stuff was going off so much. I was like, me and Karen tell me somebody, I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, it was kind of amazing to see like, these crackers put a lot of money in this stuff. Just to blow stuff up in the air. I don't know how they do it. I would put my money in my pocket. I gave everybody one of those little big lighters. That's it, cut it out. All right, Dave, you doing all right? All right, that's good. That's it. All right, got him. Good, good. Let's have somewhere for my little babies to sleep too. Y'all okay? Good to be alive? That good one, Anita. She still down, John? She better hurry up and get healed up. Somebody be looking at John. Anita finna get up. She crawling. Boy, you beautiful. He beautiful. I can't look. See that belly crawling right now, getting ready to try to make it home. And I'm trying to make sure I don't steal John. 2 services. And like he looks single. Y'all all right? All right, good. All right, good. I guess we'll talk to y'all a little bit. I sent out a picture this morning. Y'all sent out them bees, those wasps. Well, they call them wasps, but they actually yellow jackets. They built a nest in Alabama the size of cars. Can you imagine a nest the size of a car? Just full of yellow jacket. Them things hit you, you good as dead. One hit me, I got to go to the hospital. I couldn't imagine getting hit by something the size of a car. They said, man, they taking over in Alabama. They don't know what's going on. I tell you, folks, times are turning. Folks better seek him. And they said they got something in Rockdale County. They said in Rockdale County. That's white folks stuff. Ain't no way where I see a bee. When I see a wasp nest starting, I knock that junk down. I don't let that junk get no fat junk. I don't play no stuff like that. Man, you don't let that stuff get to a size of the car, you ought to keep it. Retardo. Never seen people so stupid. Listen, I'm here to kid. Then they showing, I was watching earlier this morning, they were showing now they got an issue where vultures are attacking and terrorizing live animals. When you ever heard of something like that? Vultures only, listen, they were showing cows running, trying to burn them, trying to get them out of there. Listen, vultures are terrorizing live animals. I'm trying to tell you, folks, it's time to turn. You ain't never seen the damn no vulture doing nothing like that. They said vulture chosen them Jordan, that thing they run, get hit by a car. Vulture said, I told you we getting ready to die. I seen it coming. Listen, they trying to speed everything up. They looking at shoot. Y'all niggas looking mighty healthy. Maybe I need to come in here and land. Make a nigga look. When a bunch of vultures start circling over your head, you might as well just go ahead and count it. I'm joking, I said, you leaving him. You ain't feeling too good, huh, buddy? So all that working out ain't doing too good for you. But it got to be rough. You ain't feeling good, you just some jokers there. Just the fact they got a sense just to know you leaving him. What's wrong with that ring? We ain't got no sense to know we leaving him. What's wrong with our senses? Do you understand that they can set up from a height? Suppose they can detect a dead animal from up to about the radius of 5 miles. And in fact, they can pick some animals and tell by the way they walk and their demeanor. From in the air, they can tell that's the walk of a dead man or a dead woman. They can tell just the way you posture. They can pick that up and sense you getting ready to leave him. Why we ain't got that kind of brain? Your steps getting shorter, your hair getting thinner, your sight getting dimmer, your memory fading away. Things you used to do, you can't do no more. You ain't start, I don't know why we ain't got no sense to realize, man, I'm leaving him. It take Mr. Yahusha to rein in vultures and let them just sit there on you like, you think I'm accelerating, but I'm telling you, you getting ready to die. And when you see a vulture, they do like this and come out their bag and do this and give you a bottle of wine. When that joker pull up and have some MD 2020, he said, you want a drink? You know what that means? That book. You're supposed to give a drink to him that's ready to die. Isn't that right? He pull that junk, I tell you, this is for my homies. You see him doing it right here? You leaving him. What they gonna take though? California got hit last night with a 7.1, right behind a 6.4 2 days ago. It's rare that you ever heard where 2 earthquakes are happening in the same place. Not in 2 days. It doesn't happen. That means then they getting ready for 1,400 aftershocks. One of them this morning was a 5 point something, they said. Mind you, it's still $13.99 left. So that means you got to sit here and just keep trembling. Keep trembling. How do you decipher earthquake from tremor? Who decided that? Let me see. No, that's a tremor. That's an earthquake. That's a tremor. Who does this? If the earth is shaking, it's an earthquake. Why do white folks try to make fools out of people? Tremor, not a shake. Yeah, I tell you, we're in bad shape. Listen, we've been coming here a good while now. I don't know what they're going to take. In India, they having heat waves. They dying. Listen, it's bad. Europe getting burned up with them. They getting mad, and people still protesting and marching. Yep. Listen, I think Paris up to their 49th week, I think. Was it 40-something week where the people been marching? Yellow vests? They hadn't stopped protesting. They shut down the Eiffel Tower, all that. They didn't stop. They calling the president out. Macron, they calling them out. These people pissed. I'm telling y'all, the so-called Negro victim of America are the only person that's sitting around passive. We should have been on the street. We should have been me. You know what? I'm so sick of my people, though. If I could get me some good white skin, I'd run all these niggas out of here. I'm so pissed. You know, I can't believe my phone should be blowing up. It should be peace. I said, listen, it's time for us to sit down and meet. Let's sit down some of our differences and let meet on how to better our people. I'll do that. The only thing about no sis, I don't meet with no sisters. I don't meet with no sisters, them choices. This ain't no choice. I got mine. You don't be a sis. I don't want to meet about no homosexual and no homosexual. I'm not interested in it. I'm interested in human rights. Y'all got it? If you want to be a sissy, you go do that somewhere. I'm for carving out a state for sissies with a big dog hole. So that's where they like to go anyway. With a bunch of infection with needles in the bottom of it, and broken glass, and gas, and matches, and flammable liquids, and igniters. And y'all go there and live peaceably. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
But we got to do something. I just can't imagine how we hadn't got together and done nothing. How much more of this stuff we got left? I'm talking about globally. Now, I'm going to tell you who I do like. I like that boy over there in South Africa who won South. That boy there. Boy, serious, ain't it? Listen, y'all haven't watched. Oh, Julius, listen. He's serious. That boy serious. Yeah, I like him. He good speaker. Boy, serious. He's serious business. Yeah. He the one that came in there telling me he's getting the white people out of there. Julius is pretty serious. I follow. Yeah, I don't follow many folks. I listen to his speech. Really listen. He flat-footed and right out the tongue to him. Listen, flat-footed. Boy don't wave. Listen, he don't move. They don't move that joke at all. None of that stuff. Trump, that joke don't move him. He trying to get them African. He told her, they got to go. You got to get back to that land. Listen, the boy is an eloquent speaker. He's not a retard at all. Boy, serious. I like his stand. I really like his speech. I'll vote for him and I'm over him. I'm telling you, I really like his stand. Listen, they try to take his speech, but he said, what he said one time, I could say 2 times. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Don't back off these crackers. Tell them the truth. I like that boy. It's just a matter of time, though. They're going to wipe him out. We know how that story. You know the sad part is, we should stop it before it happens. If they knew that there was a plot or assassination of Trump, I guarantee they'll stop it. Isn't that right? We already know, we don't know it's gonna be an assassination of that man. They're not gonna frame that man with something, and all we're gonna do is just sit back and talk about it. We could cut a lot of that out. They would never let us do it. If they knew at any intent or will that we were trying to do something against their government, against their government rule, don't you know what these people do? That's against anybody that will come against it. We know they're gonna take this man down. This man here is infectious. I'm telling you, man, he's a speaker. He make people get up and they want to rally and do something. Boy, we need to hook up. Me and him need to hook up. I carry the baseball bat, aluminum. Isn't that right? Somebody now sleep. Wow! Wake up. Isn't that right? Wake up. This thing's serious. I had a baseball bat and a gallon of milk. I'll be right there with him. Well, I can speak. I like it. Y'all need to check him out. Yeah, I had to click and follow him. I don't follow him in. If I just click that, I like him. Yeah, that's how I follow this one. I like the way he speak. We just got to change something. Listen, I talk to y'all, pretty much every service about the same thing. Is anything going to change? Is anything going to change among us? Because it starts with us. I don't blame these people out here for not following me. Y'all don't follow. Why they don't follow? It says own people don't take him serious. It is. I know it ain't all of them, but it's sad it's the majority though. The majority just fighting for the fishes and the loaves. These people don't want no better. They don't want no better life. Equality is not hard for me to kind of focus in on. I could see a nation ran by our own people. That's not, now years ago back when Mother and them were coming along, that was far-fetched. When y'all were a little girl, a black president, black governors and congressmen. You know what I'm saying? Black-owned establishment. I'm talking about large black, so-called Negroes having millions and billions of dollars. A lot of that stuff was far-fetched. We had them now. Even from the late 1800s, early 1900s, we had them. They just didn't teach you. Oh, we had them. Oh, you had them. Don't let nobody fool you. I know Oklahoma impressed y'all. We had them before that. But it's just that the white man doesn't want you to see stuff like that. That's why it's hard for y'all to see stuff. You can't see. Everybody, it's easy to picture everybody else winning, gaining, prospering, except for you. That part of it. See, I'll get you TV shows that'll favor you. You need to see that. TV show that just show. You don't even think about how many shows you watch. Ain't no black people really in it. And it is. Let me say, how many of y'all watch Law and Order? How many black people on that show? One. Lemonade. I said, hey, Ice-T, stupid, lemonade. They use them at a lemonade stand. Folks ride by and say, hey, Ice-T, he holler lemonade. Don't worry about it. But just they put one nigga in it just look normal. It's normal. Everybody, the captain white, the commissioner white. Olivia was the same rank he was, and now she over the whole thing. They'll put a white woman over a nigga. He ain't even made sergeant. That's why I started to write it. Think about it now. Olivia was with him. She went to sergeant, now she captain. Single white woman with mental problems. She had to see psychiatrists. I don't watch this show now. I know what I'm talking about. This girl done had all kind of mental problems. This boy ain't had one mental problem. He been in the street grinding, fighting for his people. He's still a regular detective. She done went from sergeant and went to captain. Captain and retired. He can still come back and part-time and be born higher than the nigga who's still been that dedicated. And they don't even see. They think that's normal though for you. See, that's how life works for you. You go nowhere and these folks just keep accelerating over you. Because you don't fight for no change. You don't know how to say, you know what? Turn it off. Don't let them disrespect you in speech or in television. Cut it off. I don't even watch it no more. Come on, man, I don't insult my intelligence like that. Everybody come up on that show and pay. Folks come on the show, come up, pad, keep going. That nigga sitting in the same spot. Then they gave him a gay son. That insulted me so bad. I said, what? Why his son? Why Elliot's son couldn't be gay? Why his daughter couldn't be a bulldozer? They had an episode where she got arrested, DUI. Who remember that episode, his daughter? And the judge and them went on to throw it out and covered it up for him. Isn't that right? It took Ludacris to come on there, remember? They had that case on there, he exposed all of them. All their dirty secrets on them. Oh yeah, that's a good. Y'all, how many of y'all had seen that episode? You seen it, wasn't it? He wound up getting caught up for a murder. He took his confession back. He exposed all of them. The captain had been caught. The captain had been caught up buying hoes. Still got his job. Everybody. That's like, well, he never got caught up in that. Look at that. Nigga go nowhere. Captain got his job back. Went to jail and got out. All kinds of stuff. I woke up in the bed, dope with a dead hoe on the side of it. Still got his job. I like shows like that now. Right in your face, let you know. That's how it's for Americans. The system is for Americans. You're a victim of America, baby. And they'll put it in your face and sit here and insult you. And you just keep laughing. You just keep watching. You keep paying for it. These people keep making a fool out of you. Let me tell you something. These white folk have moved people out of the sets and out of the way that you don't see them on regular television. How many of y'all remember Dennis Miller? What he used to do? Late night comedian. Had a lot of people watching him. What happened to him now? Huh? No, he on RT News now. See, everybody, Larry King, y'all remember him? Garley. You do know he still have a show. It's not on here, it's on RTV. Jesse Ventura. A lot of people you don't see no more. They forced them out to another network. That's how they do it, make you think they just died and they went away. These people haven't went away. They still are blessed and exposed. When white people expose white people, I watch stuff like that. Because I want to know what made you all of a sudden come to the front about them. And they tell all their dirty secrets. I need to know that. I live in America. Because if they did it to you, I know what they'll do to me. I'm darker looking than you. Y'all don't think about stuff like that. Y'all just in there. I try to teach them to watch intelligent TV. I watch movies. I watch them. I tell y'all, what I tell y'all to look for? Sponsors. I'm looking for people who sponsor these shows. And what's your agenda? What's your intent? When you got in this show, when you decide to come in this show, you didn't just jump in it, because typically when you got a product or merchandise, you want to make sure the content, because you don't need anything that come up and then get you caught up in a boycott. They don't know stuff like that. White people have an intent. With me, you go through, you read the storyline, you got people in your legal system look to make sure there's no possible way you can get sued behind there. Then you go in and say, go ahead and put me in it. I'm down. Put me down for this. I'll do that. So I had to watch stuff. I need to watch people. A lot of times you like to watch stuff. I want to watch credits. I'm looking for people's names. I'm trying to watch what's your influence. What's your part in this? I use a lot of people pull us in. Your Dr. Dre's, your Sean Combs. You had to watch all them folks. Everybody get a part. Hey, what's them two nigga the police move they made? What's them? What them two nigga? Bad Boys. Yeah, them boys, they do the music for them. How to watch these people. What's your intent? They got to use them to pull us in and make sure we come and get it. They not to pull us to the theater. All they do is pull a nigga we like. We laugh for them. A nigga they got on the string, they'll pull us out and make us spend our money too. When they tell us something all black, you got to watch out what white man producing it. Who got all them black folks together got them doing it? I got to look at stuff. I had to ask these kind of questions. I'm sorry, y'all. I live in America. America KKK. So unlike whites, I got to question a lot of stuff. That's how I got here. A lot of stuff just questionable. It is. A lot of stuff I didn't pay attention to years ago. I watched stuff like that. I watched when even old show got watched. You know, I didn't pay attention years when I was a young teenager. How Ricky Ricardo sponsored a lot of them shows. When you see a Desilu production, Andy Griffin, Ricky Ricardo. How many of y'all remember Ricky Ricardo, Lucille Ball husband? She went with her stage, with her maiden name, Lucille Ball. Yeah, Desilu, he controlled all those shows. I look at a Cuban can come in and get shows like that, marry a white woman. Every time the show went, it said Desilu production. Y'all gonna hear that? You pay it. I was saying to myself, well, let me check this man, how much stuff this man was controlling, where his hand was at. Which means he was connected with some white people. White people don't just let you come in and get your hand on that, unless you're in their system. So I gotta watch everything. I know, don't worry about it. That's just me, man, my phobias. But when you get raped, bombed, and killed, and constant disease in the same place you told you free, I'm just going to be a little suspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little suspect. Anytime a bunch of white folk gathering up and drinking going to be involved in shooting, I'm just going to be a little suspect. First time that happened, they wind up bad for me and my people. And I ain't seen no changes lately.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to get y'all to question things around you.
Yeah.
Why y'all ain't never got me about why we ain't on this street, why we ain't protesting? Why we ain't come together and start setting up something so we can start getting ourselves out of the system? Every Negro should be turning in his Social Security card, his number, his benefit, and we should be establishing our own. We got enough brilliant mind. We don't need these white people. It's a being to give it back to them. It hadn't worked for us anyway. My mama and I'm still paying to support her. So how's it benefited? Really, we done thought this stuff hadn't benefited us. This stuff only hurt us. You still wind up paying. You got to reduce your living and your lifestyle when you get it. Man, listen, Social Security, that stuff designed to kill you out. That's not no program where they looking for you to keep living off of it. That's short term. By the time you finish dying, just like when a Negro was a slave, when they were old, they brought them in. It was because they were getting ready to die. That's right. When white folk pulled them out the field, it was because you were too old. They know you're getting ready to die. Come on in. They ain't never pull no nigga out in no field in their strength. No, sir. We're not going to go snatch no big, strong buck out in no field. No, sir. Nigga, keep grinding. Yep. What y'all think the system was saying? You see they keep pushing the age up. 72 for full benefit. Man, you broke down. Most of our people working in the dungeon. We ain't starting off at no desk. We in the trenches working. You can't stay in no trenches for no 72-year grinding, hustling, pulling, and pushing, and sitting and squatting and toting. I need a system to let my people walk out and we still in our strength. Y'all don't want to do that though, do you? Man, that beauty, you can walk out, you still in still wait till you get on crutches and blind and glaucoma. All that kind of wheelchair put around talking about a check. What good is a check? I'm in a wheelchair.
That's right.
I'm blind. Yeah. Then the next movie to go on, sell your house, do what that kind of mortgage they call that thing? Reverse. Hey, that song, who come up and reverse it? White folk. White folk reverse it. Huh? Put you right back to where you was before. No ownership. I'm in home ownership, so if you're going to reverse it, what am I in? What's the reverse of home ownership? Thank you, Chris. Who used that kind of word? Where you get this kind of verbiage from? I got to question everything. Why is it, Leon, if my people don't care? Y'all a lot of work. I don't worry about how many of my people ain't going to be able to survive. How my people won't have no other plan. You're going to wait till you down with nothing. And you're going to fall in the hands of these people. It's just going to get worse for you. I'm just being honest. There's no real future for us. A few of our people, have done well for themselves, but it's not enough. Just not enough. I'm not satisfied. Everybody that come out and tell us that what we can do and we should shove complaining, them the first nigga behind we need to whoop. Don't worry about no white folk. Let's beat the hell out of them first. I mean, with all violence, beat the hell out of them for opening their mouth. How in the world you gonna go and talk for us? Shut your mouth. That's right. Man, we got people on the street homeless. Capitalism is a destroying monster to our people. I want to create a socialist system for our people where everybody know the same thing. Huh? Everybody living. Everybody prospering. I want to create for you what America has created for corporate America. A socialist program. I would love to see white people actually work in a capitalist society. But I haven't yet to see it. I would love to go in there and give white people capitalism and let them see what kind of destroying monster it is. When as soon as they number hit the red, the company fold and close and there's no bailout. I would love to see them work in a capitalist society. Unfortunately, we've been the only people in it. Right. So they force my people to sell drugs. Yeah. They force my people to rob and steal in the gang bang. We predators. Yeah. What you think a predator gonna do when he can't eat? He gonna scavenge. You gonna put all them predators in the project. You can't put all them male lions in no pride. They force each other out. We're gonna wind up killing each other. You're gonna have to get away. We need room. Even my book said that paper was gonna be too restrained for us. Give me room. I got to have room. Well, let's go ahead and you be comfortable with it. Man, if I had folk with that kind of mindset, see it the way I see it. All I want to do is see equality for everybody. I don't want to take nothing from somebody that don't belong to me. I just don't want nobody to take nothing from me that belong to me. That's all I'm saying. Huh? That's all I'm saying. You know, writer said, violence beget violence. They drew first blood. They don't used to tell me about no peacekeeping. Why you didn't tell it to them before they invaded? Some conversation we shouldn't be entertaining. I'm not going to let no oppressor son try to explain to me how I should act. Let me sit you in my seat. I slapped that crocker to the floor about 59 times for 400 years. Then I said, see, what you got to do, you got to learn how to forgive. You can't keep blaming people. I guarantee that crack going to let me hit him for no 400 years, slapping out no chair. Stomping him and kicking him. He gonna say, man, this is crazy. Same thing I've been saying. Don't talk to me when you sit here and you dealing with my condition. My people on high alert. I see somebody sent guess our Kubaza sent a tape about if you get pulled over, call 911. And you said it right there and wait for 15 minutes. Once they hear my black baboon voice, hearing them calling, talking about the police behind me, you fine. White people don't worry about it. See, the white people have a conversation to tell each other if the police pull you over to call 911. Every white person the police. They got the right to take your badge off and give me that gun too. You ought to be pulling niggas over, not me. They'll let you see some white folks, they let them have it when they pull them over. Let them know, I'm just America. We the only folk got to sit there and couch out and scared to death. All the fields in the world, boy, my insurance finna go up. Man, I hope they cracker don't shoot me. Stop it. Don't move fast, move real slow. We the only people got to feel that. Much of that pressure. We under pressure. Yeah, we can't keep living like this. This powder cave about to explode. That's right. I was just waiting on my people. Well, y'all didn't let me go and talk to the white man for you and tell him. It's not working. I'll go and I'll tell them for you, but I don't think the people want me to talk for them. I'll tell them, Chris. I'll go and I'll tell them, white man. They can put all their CIA, FBI, MOUS. I tell them the same thing. My people tired. It's not working no more. It's not working. Your restraint's not working no more. We want equality. Now we're gonna define it. I only know white man tell me about what no equality is. You're gonna define it based on what you think I should have. I'm going to tell you what I know belongs to me. That's all I want to talk to you about, what belongs to me. If it disenfranchised some of your people, it's only because you took some belong to me. If you got everything you got, it shouldn't affect you at all. And Leon get up, he said, hey, somebody got my money. I'm finna go through here and get my money. He find that money, he take it. Hypothetically, he come and Chelsea take it. And now that messes her up and put her in a bad position. You know what should have happened? She should have left his money alone. So me and us getting anything belong to us, if it hurt white people, you should have left it alone. That's bad. See, that's what y'all afraid of, who it's going to hurt. Why you ain't afraid about how it's been hurting us? Why ain't nobody afraid about how it's been hurting us? Y'all know how many of our people hurt? Let me tell you something. This system we got, y'all know how many older people wind up dying out? Most kids can't even afford to even help their parents when they get to a certain age. Because the average of us barely making it. The average of our people, so it ain't even convenient for us. It's not even expedient for us. They better say, give you a couple of $100 a month. I'm just trying to make it too. So you got a generation that set up, and the older people just got to sit back and say, well, I don't want to bother you. You got your own family. Y'all just trying to make it. They got to wait and hope on death. White folk keep living. White folk got commercials 65, 72, and I'm just starting life. Niggas sitting around laid over oxygen tank, load of oxygen tank. They ain't got two holes. They only got one in the nose. We in bad shape, man. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling y'all, things are not good for our people, and it's been too long. It's been the same. I'm not one of them people saying I made it, F everybody else. I'm saying every one of my people need to make it. I'm saying every one of my people, we need a fair opportunity to make it. I just want some more people to be like that. That's all I want. I don't know why I said nothing wrong. I don't have no secret meaning from white people. Everything I want to say it public. I like Judah. What we saying inside? All that stuff. What they gonna do? What are we saying wrong? I want what belongs to me. I want to live. I deserve to live. Now California just passed a law where they finna put on the books, well, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, they did. But see, that's sad that you got to go put on a piece of paper for a white man to go and say, okay. Sad. I'm living. You don't think that matter? And you have nothing to do with my existence. You don't think that matter? These crackers cut out all the trees. Trees don't matter. That's how you get oxygen. It's an exchange. I breathe out carbon dioxide. The tree breathes out oxygen. We exchange. That's how we exist. We exist from one another. Crocker said, cut them down. More paper. They write more bogus laws, write more fake books, print more fake information. If everybody, here I am. See, we are people that's actually conservationists. We were taught to put back. Let certain things alone. Even when we came to certain places we went through and we came through and went out, he said, don't mess with it. Just get what you need, pay for what you took, because this going to hurt him passing through the land. And I got such a lot of people. Then all we going to do is stay on the farther side of it, because we got to cut through, but we'll pay you. That's what tolls come in at. Y'all impressed with these toll booths that white people make up? You pay a toll, we pay them. Because it was one of the situations where I got to pass through. It's yours. We were taught that respect. You pay and stay where I caused you the less inconvenience. Now, since I got to come through and I'm trying to make this where, hey, I ain't trying to set you back. I'm just trying to get ahead. But if you going to stop me, that went from pay that I got to take it. Now you done made me do something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to because I came to try to offer and tell you I'm going to stay on the further outskirts of your land. I'm just passing through. I won't turn from one end or the other. I'll stay right in the pathway to get through. And I'm willing to pay you for anything we get. Any water to drink, I'll pay you for it. Anything to eat, we'll pay you for it. You know what the problem is? The nigga ain't never stopped paying. Now, you know what I don't get? Paying for my own stuff. They done came and took our stuff, and now we paying them. Again, we're not categorizing all whites. There are a lot of whites that have been instrumental and that are instrumental in the furtherance of just what's right. Everybody, the Dennis Miller, a lot of the other people, that's what they talking about how the stuff been done. It ain't fair. There's a lot of white people that look at it. It ain't fair. It's not a fair set. It's not right. Then you got the good old knuckle dragging cracker. Who will slay today? Who just shut your mouth? That's the kind of stuff make me lose it. Don't have dumb conversations with me. You know what condition our people in. You ain't gravitated because you've been the smartest. You manipulated the system. You cheated, you lied, you bamboozled, you weasel. You don't find out this, that their colleges have lied. They fake numbers. They sit here and they bought degrees. These people done bought their way through it, and they made up think these folks just actually just matriculated down into this information. They ain't actually just gravitating this now that they had. Whole time we lied, we paid. Whole thing ain't never acting. They made us look like we were so dumb and so stupid. It don't matter how you try, just the Negro just so dumb. I guess it's just his African roots to where he just can't catch on. And you saying we bought this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe from evolution. Where he evolved from an ape and he still got those primitive-like behaviors. Whole time they lied and tricked us. And then you find this out. How can you trust anything they say? I don't know how y'all trust anything they tell us. It's time. It is time for our people to create our own system. Yes, sir. It's time. Yes, sir. It's time. No white man permission. Not asking, not having no pre-discussion with them to see how they feel about it. Well, white man ain't gonna talk to us about. How many talk to y'all about doing 4th of July? How many talk to y'all about starting slavery? White people just did. When you found out it happened. When you were right or wrong, when you found out about it, it happened. That's how you knew slavery started, when they snatched you up. Nobody can't tell you and say, listen, you want to play a game? Why? I be the master, now I whoop your behind and you be the slave, and you dig and you pick and you don't get nothing, I rape your women and kill your kid. Man, let me think about it and get back with you. You didn't get that opportunity. When you looked around, it just happened. So whites actually had a conversation and had write books as though we had some type of agreement on this. That this all was just a given. And that it actually benefited us and we learned from it. Really, slavery saved us. Yeah, that's that kind of fools we can't afford to have no kind of conversation with nobody. Because we not going to have them conversations. See, once we get our own, that's when we cut a lot of that on off. We're not having no conversation. You have with somebody else. Britain not going to go tell China that what they did to them actually helped and benefit them. See, something, you know why? China got nukes. China got ships. They built ships. They jumped in the ring. Everybody jumped in the ring and said, listen, these white folks not paying us. Japan didn't used to have a navy, did they? You know what they did? They got ships. Yeah. White man travel these waters and go, they look at we building ships. We traveling waters too. Yeah. You know what they try to induce China with? They try to get Japan to agree on no military. They'll be their military. Everybody realize you can't do it to these crowds. Then most of how many of y'all didn't know that? That's how they do you. They got them to swallow no milk. Listen. Because let me tell you why they try to do it. And Japanese people so done already. See, militaries are dangerous. Military and guns, and see, bullets kill people. Grenades and missiles, they kill people. And all they were trying to do was convince the dumb Japanese people, you don't want this stuff because it kill and hurt people. We need to have them. And if anything happens, see, we know how to act with them. Other people don't know how to act when they have them. We'll have them for you and let us, you know what them folks did? Man, get the military. We can't have no fools. Everybody been wild. Everybody want them gone. Most of them don't know. Y'all do know Japan want them off their property. How many of y'all didn't know that? Oh, they got Navy and military, but Japan want them gone. That's why Japan got a Navy. Everybody wants them off their property. Everybody start with, when the white footprint hit, you're in trouble. It don't be on the ground, it be on your back. You take your shot and you look, you got a footprint across your back that's still across your neck. That's how they hurt you. A lot of y'all, you just don't realize this type of stuff. So I had to have these conversations with you and try to go over these things. I try to get y'all just to see how critical things are. And you can't keep being comfortable. You got to start letting the white man know you comfortable. That it's okay. And the way you do that is in a revolt to where you establish your own system. That's what he did with England. He revolted against it. Heresy. That's what he did. He disagreed with it and became a free thinker. He didn't want to buy into the ideology of what England was actually spewing out. So he came out and created his own system. I'm sorry, he stole another system and gave it to us. Then he called it America, which is actually the name of an Italian explorer. America is just a septic tank. They tell you America is a septic tank. The way they done took everybody else's stuff and stuck it. You live in a country named after an Italian. You don't find it interesting that you actually live in an Italian named country? And you wonder why all these Italians over here, greaseball, what they call them? Where they grease their hair, their oily suit, oily hair, their greasy suit. The country named after an Italian explorer. How many of y'all didn't know this? Wow. The man was an Italian explorer, and they named it after him. They don't have anything of their own. Everything they got, they took and stole and robbed from somebody else. It is. Our people don't even know that. These people sang a song about to an Italian explorer. I mean, that's just, I just mean, none of that bothers. None of this is questionable. None of this is like worth you even checking out and looking into, huh? You call him what, Amerigo Vespucci? An Italian explorer. Wow. who came after Columbus. Later. Wow. There's none of this stuff important. Don't worry about it. You just be comfortable. You should be fine, nigga. You should be fine. I'm not comfortable. So what I know and what I say, I know it's going to cost me my life. But I'd rather die like they say a Yehudi than the love of a nigga booty. I ain't got no booty to give up these people. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of us being exploited and shown off as radical and irrational. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. We ought to be radical. As a sister was radical against us, called enslavement. Huh? Now you can't use the word indigenous for, because I don't want to know where we come from. It's just bad. We sit around, we don't even know where we come from. And these people, how you feel somebody got some papers about you and where you actually come from and your people, and you don't even know? These people still have books and ledgers of slave ships with numbers of people on them. Let's show you how these people have slave ships with diagrams showing our people laid out in chain, numbered, and they got exactly where they stopped and picked every one of these people up. So they dropped them off to sell them at the auction block. They would know a particular type to buy. You go to the store, it's a difference between Clorox and Orox. One's generic. One is a known brand that works. Tide and the other product. So they learn certain names you even associate with, and they practice it with you in stores. A lot of people say, I don't buy that stuff. I get, because I know this word. Don't you know you got that from the cracker when they gave him the ledger on where he got the nigger from? That he knew what he was going to buy. He knew where to pick the most of them up. Because once they put them to work in the field, they saw these are the ones you want to get. And not the others. You can put a higher price. You're not going to sell no generic for no same price. You're going to sell no Clorox. For the same, you don't sell no Tide and no All and no Gain. Ain't that right? It's not a leading brand, so you had to sell it for a lesser price. So to make their money, you know what region you're going to take most of the people from. And these crackers got paperwork, documentation that they still hold and know exactly where you come from. That's why you send your spit in. We don't need it. We just need you to give us a little information. We don't need your spit. We know exactly where you come from. We still got the ledger book. We still got the voyages. Is that bad? Our people don't know no better though. This man was stopped through and he knew where he picked the most of them up at. Y'all all right? It's just like with watermelon. Some places you won't gonna sell more than other places because they're gonna be known for the type. Some places, I don't really want them. Then the kind of that you almost just give away. Isn't that right? They done took and mixed us in and messed us up. And that's why we're so destructive toward one another and even toward ourselves, because you don't know. So I got to come along and try to help our people reassess. Isn't that right? It's bad because if you had some footing to know where you came from, it actually gives you some direction. The problem we got, just like our forefather was in Bamar. You don't know where you're going because you don't know where you come from. What do you think? These people walked out of captivity. The people that came out of captivity don't know about no Abraham, Yasakak, and no Nicole, other than the name. They knew stories, but they mixed and mingled in, and a lot of them had been mixed in with Mizraim, who they call Egyptian. So you got just more heritage of slavery than you did of freedom. So which one you're going to lean more toward? The one you know most about. And you know where it left them at? Right in the wilderness, but Matbah. 40 years. Isn't that right? Because you know where the problem came in? Believing. That's why they stayed down. Let me ask something. Every day, 400 years, my people wake up to getting beat, spit on, work, in prison, raped, sold off, abortions. Then some guy pop up, pull us out of it. been out for a little while. They start giving all these orders out about what to do and what not to do and what to say and what to keep and what they not to work on and not to do. I got 400 years of everything opposite of what you just told me. So it's going to be a little tight on me to just break off of this sudden straight obedience to what you're saying. I appreciate coming out, but I'm more knowledgeable about staying in. It's kind of like when a nigga been locked up for 20, 30 years. It's easier to go back than it is to stay out. Got more knowledge about being locked up than about free. And then there's too many rules, too many things, and things changing. When you go to jail, it's the same thing. That's why people stay comfortable in slavery. That's what we know. So now I got to come along. We got to re-educate our people now. We got to get our people information so they can learn what's prevalent for salvation. You know, it sounds good, but our people got to get understanding. We got to get an understanding. Y'all all right? All right, we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready to sound the shofar so we can get ready and see if we can see what thus say Yahuwah. Did I bore y'all too bad? All I want to do is try to educate our people. We just got to get more now. We got to just get away from the stuff that they told us. They messed us up so bad. Oh, look, if nothing else, I can't save her. If I can just save another generation, another two adult that'll come on and be a little more expedient toward or a little more mindful about the information. Unfortunately, our people, you know more about being slave than people being free. That's why I tell you, we actually can't work for them. It's just more advantageous for us just not to work for them, to break away so you understand the whole process. You know what we didn't do when we came out of Mizraim? Go and get a part-time job working for them. It don't make sense. Because the whole crowd was about delivering. Deliverance, Yahusha, to save. It wouldn't make sense. I don't even want you to go back to work for them. Everybody was set up on the premise of working for ourselves or you working for your Aki. Because they were supposed to know how to be Sadat. Just. Isn't that right? Especially since you came out and you know what it's like to be in an unjust situation. It's tight. All right, we're going to try to get ready. Sound the shofar. All right, Malcolm. I want to go back to them taking them votes again. Let's follow. Eternal Kudash Abba in the Shem of Yahusha. Yahushua HaMashiach, we say Hadu, which is thanks. All the Tudah, which is a thanksgiving, going to your Shem, which is your name. Ask you to purify us with all and grant us your Ruach HaKadosh, which is your spirit of separation. We call upon your Shem through the Shem of Abraham, Yasakak, Jacob. Asking you to Barak, which is bestow a gift upon the Yahudim and Yasharal. Asking you to establish us that we might be in our right lob, which is our minds. That you will grant us the lob that we might receive your harb, which is our hearts, and you will give us your love. We ask you to direct us into everlasting Kai, which is life. We ask you to purify us by your Debar, which is your word. Letting your Dabarim Shah over our Nafash, that your word might rule over our souls. We ask you to search us, to try us, to see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let the debar of our mouth and the meditation of our law be accepted in your sight. We ask that you barak your Ra'ah, which is your shepherd, and your Mal'aki, which is your messengers in every Malkum place. We ask you to barak those that are watching in, that are seeking, that are searching, those we commit to you, those that had a lob to be here were not able because of circumstances, sickness, and affliction. Ask you to barak your arm, which is your people, that are dispersed and scattered in every Malkum, that you will strengthen and encourage them to stand. Bring back our yarlets, which are our children, our teenagers, our young people. Restore unto them a mind that they might seek you with all. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we palau, which is we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, which is the praises, that you get the kabud, which is the glory, in the Shem of Yahusha, Yahushua HaMashiach we palal. Let us all say, Amen. Hey, excuse me, young man, you want to kind of take the hat off. Yeah. That's book, yeah. Say every man that palal, a prophet or a naba with his head covered, he dishonors his head. Isn't that right?
That's right.
We'll get that for him so it's showing that's not of him. You all right? You're at home. Our hair ain't no insult. He gave it up. That's our antennas. You fine. I just won't want to see you no transgression. Y'all got my screen in case I need it? The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. We got a lot of work we got to do.
Yeah.
We got to go back through so many. There's just so much we got to go back through. We got to, I don't know. It's just, you know. And more the reason of why is simply because of our present day situation.
Yes, sir.
We've just been given a whole lot of things that have been called facts. I say more opinion. And a lot of that stuff, when you research, you find more of the terminology theoretical.
That's right.
It is.
That's right.
You find more theoretical than you're going to find fact.
Yep.
Whites, which we're going to give it to them, we're going to look at the Greeks, the Romans, the Latins, these different groups of people, these sects. All these people dealt in a lot of abstracts. A lot of abstracts. That kind of messed us up. We got to try to watch a lot of these different things. A lot of stuff they kind of took in from Mizraim, a lot of the other different disciplines, these people all mixed in together. And this came in and do a lot of hurt to us. We got to establish some things. I mean, there's some things we took from, like embalming, which is good. We took that from Mizraim. A lot of that we found a lot of our earlier writings on embalming, which we possibly did before we even ran into them.
Yep.
It's been a common practice.
Yep.
Because Abraham buried Sarah before we went into Mizraim.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff wouldn't have been coffins the way they did it. We'd have wrapped them up and put them in tomb. That's why we don't do underground stuff. They do that kind of stuff. Taking bodies and stick them in the ground and putting dirt on them. We put them inside of caves, ain't that right? How they come with mausoleums and different things. They taught about sticking them in the ground and sticking all that stuff on top of them. And then amazing when you put them in the ground, you know they put that big plaque of stone on the front top of them? Where they got that from?
Right.
Same thing they did to Yahusha. It would prevent them from coming up.
That's right.
That would prevent us from coming up.
Yep.
We had doorways and entrances, just like you find in Mizraim when you went in the pyramid. You can go in and out. You ain't rolling back no stone. Before it had doorway passages you could go in. Then you had different levels. You had where the hierarchy sat, then the level on them all the way down to peasant people that were in Mizraim that they put in the bottom. You can't put me in now. We're aristocrats. You can't put me in no ground. You got to put me up. You got to put me where access granted.
That's right.
And yeah, they taught us that stuff. What's the purpose of putting us in the ground and putting a big slab of rock on top of us? Keep you in.
Yep.
They try to do the same thing they did to Yahusha. They want to keep us from getting out. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. Other brother going to give me 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and 1. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Other brother got me 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. That's our goal. We're trying to help our people in every aspect, every way. Isn't that right? So a lot of times folks set us up and they put us out in their way. Even Marcus Garvey, I saw like the Kufi had the colors. They tell the African color. Marcus Garvey actually invented. You know he came up with them colors. Did you know that? Where them colors came from? The red, the gold, and the black. You know where it came from? Marcus Garvey did it. A Jamaican created that for Africa, which wouldn't make sense. So a lot of stuff, I'm tell you what happened to our people. That's not the best. A lot of our people don't know stuff. A lot of stuff, white folk, we so discombobulated, they just give us stuff, we just run with it. We don't really know. They just tell us that's what it is. Africa just adopted it because Marcus Garvey gave it to them. Yeah. They didn't come up with them colors, he came up to it. They tell you about the gold, and that was the richer. The richer were actually the people. Black gold more precious. Listen, you know what went on the market more than anything? Oil.
Oil, yeah.
That's the real richer the gold, but most of our people wouldn't know that, though. Isn't that right? That black gold moving. Isn't that right? So a lot of stuff he took, those were minerals. He was trying to refer to the people in the land and talking about the dam, which is the blood that flowed through the place. But a lot of times these people walk up in this stuff. I'm just not a believer, everybody. Everybody hadn't worked for our good.
Yeah.
I don't care how well a vocabulary they had or how well a speaker they were. We got real major issue for our people. And what we got to learn how to do is come together and try to get some resolve behind all these indifferences that we have. And that's what they hadn't done. They basically got up, we working as antonyms against one another. That's just being in, ain't that right? Versus synonyms, ain't that right? We're more antonyms. Anytime you find an anti, it's against.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? We're more, they programmed us to be more against one another. Because everybody keep taking bits and pieces of stuff that really hadn't researched or known, and we just keep reciting things, and the detriment comes in. Anytime you got a so-called Negro misinformed, that's dangerous. That's a danger of putting a loaded gun in a baby's hand. Because that's how they work, by giving them disinformation. So we got to come back and we're trying to recover and research and resource and make sure we can find that it's concrete when we put it out here for our people. That's how it works. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. Yeah. All right, let's look at what happens. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for
our learning.
What happened?
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
do what?
Might have hope.
I had to put Lanita in that gives a check because she done left John out there for 2 days. And whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning. What was written aforetime were written for our learning. We, through patience and comfort of the scripture, might have
hope.
Hope. That's what I look at. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. I'm trying to keep it moving. Book right, though.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
Be ye followers of me,
even
as I also am of Mashiach.
What you do?
Now I applaud you, Akim.
That was Tahalim.
Tahalim you, Akim.
Which I praise.
That ye remember me in all things.
And keep the who?
Ordinances, as I delivered them unto you.
What do we talk about the ordinances were? That's right, municipal law relating to a town or a country. So when we look at our law, they don't go along with everybody. Ordinance will fit us if it by definition, you know what I'm saying, to the meaning of what our words are. Got it? Because it will only relate to us. It's not an ordinance. It's not something that other people going to keep. Isn't that right? Those laws, they only refer to a particular people. That's why everybody ain't got no business with our book. These people done took our book and they came and discombobulated and then gave it back to us and opened it up. Now everybody got it.
That's right.
Then you got an NIV, a TOM. You got everybody, all these different versions and acronyms they put in here for this stuff, and people just grabbing stuff and going. And you done lost the premise source of what it actually stood for. It was for people to make a people obedient. Isn't that right? Just like we found that we correlated to the sheep. A sheep is an obedient animal. Isn't that right? They trust the rod, which is a shepherd. We fight and we act more like goats. We're more combative when it comes down to the rule of thumb for us. He said now he wants you to keep the ordinance and he deliver them to you. Tell me what happened.
But I would have you know
what happened?
That the head of every Ish is Mashiach.
Is the Mashiach. Isn't that right? That's the head of it. And what happened?
And the head of the Ashah is the Ish.
And the head of the woman is the man. What happened?
And the head of Mashiach is Elohim.
And the head of the man, or the head of Mashiach is Elohim.
Yes,
what
sir.
happened? Which will make sense because he's the Aleph, right? The Aleph will be the first one of our Aleph Bet. When it makes sense? So the Aleph is the Rosh, right? Which is the head or the captain or the chief. So he's sitting down how we actually operate. That's going to make sense. The olive is going to be in charge. Listen.
But every Asha that Palal or Naba with her head uncovered
Does what?
dishonoreth her head.
That's why we let the women, they're supposed to cover their head. Isn't that right? Because if you sit around and you don't cover your head, you dishonor me. That's what he told you to do. When a woman sit around and she pray, or is she going to Naba, she's supposed to have her hair covered. If she don't, she's going to dishonor the office. Isn't that right? Because we have a hierarchy. We talked about before the word, I taught y'all what was Phalum, I think it's Phalum. No. L-U-M. That's an order, social order. How you going to put it? We take it from the word taxon. Remember I taught y'all about a taxon? That's how you group. So a lot of these words we try to take, when we're using their words, I guess it will be more when we use call. What is it? Call. It's when you borrow translations. Basically, when you borrow. What is that? What is por favor?
Please.
Please. How do you usually say it? Say what? Por favor. What is it? Give me a statement with it. Hello. What? Say it again loud. Levante le portavoz. What's dangerous? This man sitting right here. He don't know no Spanish. I'm watching you. This don't say this in my Spanish. And that means what? Who? Stand up, please. So this will actually go into what we would call, which would be actually borrowing a translation. All right, that actually would mean the same thing. And that statement, or what he just said, would mean the same thing as me saying, stand up, please. So basically, this is a Latin term, but this is when you borrow something or borrow a translation that would mean the same thing. Y'all got it? As what he just stated in Spanish, that Jesse didn't even know. What would you say? Bad pronunciation. How you say it? Levanta. Levantele? He said Levant. Who? If I had Speedy Gonzalez in here, he'll clear all this up. Is that what he said? Only. What was that mouse saying and what was the rat saying? Hurry up. Arriba. How many of y'all didn't know what that rat was saying? I don't speak rat. I never knew what it was saying. I knew by the time he said he's going to take off running. That's all I was looking for, all that extra stuff. So he was telling them to hurry up. Hurry up, get up. Learn something new every day. That's rat. I don't speak rat. I appreciate that. So basically what we're looking at, Phalum, is when we're going to start looking at different types and classes of how you rank them. We talked about before a taxon. Remember we talked about that? Y'all remember that? You should, and you want to look at it because it correlates to what you're doing now. You're in a tax bracket. So these words I'm telling you about, which are more or less relating over to Greek or Latin vocabulary or their language, it actually look at how these people use it today. That's why you put people who make X amount of dollars in a certain percentile. That's why they'll tell you the top earners are in the 2%. They're actually using what's called a taxon, or you're using a taxa at that point. Or let's just drop the A off and just say we're doing a tax. That's how they start categorizing you. By a tax bracket. So they never changed it. They just start putting monetary value to you. That way we can show your actual value when we start classifying people. Your top earners are in the top 2 and 3%, which is going to put the rest of the 97% in the business. You just holding on. Y'all got it? So they start to put you in these different classes. That's how important for you to watch stuff. You don't think it's amazing that white people use terminology like tax or taxes, and they actually have a word called taxon? Taxa, where you start grouping a majority, which is going to be the plural. I don't know what to tell y'all then. There's a lot of stuff working around you. It ain't important to you?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Just think that's probably some little clever word they came up with. Your poor people pay the less amount because they put you in a certain class. You consider wealthy, middle class, and poor. Well, that's going to be a Phalem. That's what we're looking at. That's how you're going to start ranking classes. Come on, figure this up. He skipped verse 4. Christian skipped verse 4. What does verse 4 say?
Every Ish, Palaling, or Naba having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
See that? Every man that Palau, which is if he asked of Elohim and have his head covered, what does he do?
Dishonoreth his head.
Tell him why.
But every Asha that Palal or Naba with her head uncovered
does what?
Dishonoreth her head.
He's showing you the two levels of ways why we don't give honor to the different class. Listen.
For that is even all as if she were shaven.
See that? He said it's the same as a woman having her hair, not having any hair on her head. So we know he couldn't be called her hair her covering, because it wouldn't make sense to tell her if she don't have her hair on her head, that's the same equivalent to her being shaven. That wouldn't make sense. If she don't have any hair on her head, she's already shaven, which means she don't have a symbol of authority on her head. Because this is how he set us up in our class, in our rankings, that the woman head ought to be covered. And listen what he told them.
For if the Asha be not covered,
now if she don't have a covering on her head, let me see how that work out.
Let her also be shorn.
That's right, which is the past of shaving. He said, go ahead and just cut it off. Isn't that right? So we start learning how different things he set up for order. And that's a lot of stuff we got to work into. There's a lot of stuff y'all done got off on too on this Shabbat. I hear things. I hear things, and they kind of bother me since I'm talking. Allah Shamut. They're going to call it Exodus. But the proper name is Allah Shamut, which means these were the names. Other brother, while I'm talking, give me Nakumya. They call it Nehemiah. Nakumya. We get Allah Shamut. They'll call it Exodus. It means, and these were the names. They have an S for plural. Here he uses the TH. Allah Shamut. For what they call Exodus. And these were the names. Listen to the book.
And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yahuwah's Pesach. For I will pass through the Beth of Mizraim this Layla, and will smite all the firstborn in the Beth of Mizraim, both Ish and beast, and against all the Elohim of Mizraim I will execute judgment. I am Yahuwah.
What happened?
And the Dam shall be to you for a token upon the Beth where ye are.
That's
and
right.
And when I see the Dam,
I will see the blood. They call it blood, but for us it's called Dam, D-A-M, Dam. And that's when they'll tell us then, hey, look how the guys away for it. They say when you use the word dam, that's a bad word. Anything to get you off from it. But for us it meant blood. He was looking for it. That's he say he saw it. He was going to pass over. Isn't that right? Instead of executing judgment. So now guess what we just learned? What we learned about it? Huh? That's right. You just learned. Now you see it. It's different than just flowing in your vein. That's what we were told. So a lot of premises were set up before we got here. Let's see something. Barashit. They call it Genesis. That would be a Greek word. Barashit means in the beginning. Barashit 9:1. Barashit, in the beginning. Isn't that right? Because we use that simply because this was our foundation, right? It's our fundamentals right here. This is the basis for how we operate off of whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patient comfort of the scripture might have hope. So we go back to look at the scripture. Let's see how this works out. This is the 4th chapter of the book of Barashit, 4 and 4. Listen to the book.
And
Other got me 9 and 1. Listen.
And a ball he also brought of the firstlings of his flock.
A ball, not a bill. Listen.
And of the fat thereof.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah had respect unto a ball and to his offering. But unto Cain and his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahuwah said unto Cain, What art? Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted.
You hear that? Pay attention to what he just told them. They both brought up their offerings. And when Cain brought up his offering, tell them what happened?
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted. And if thou doest not well, Kata lieth at the door.
Hold what you got. Romans 12 and 1. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. Then we're going to come back over. Listen to the book.
I beseech you, therefore, Akim,
I ask you, therefore, brethren,
by the Rakam of Elohim,
they call it the mercies, by the Rekam, that
ye present your bodies
how?
a Kai
Which is
sacrifice,
your ba'i, which is your basar, which is the Abari word for flesh, that you presented a Kai sacrifice, a living sacrifice. How?
Kudash,
Kudash,
acceptable unto Elohim,
which is
your reasonable service.
what he wants to do.
And be not conformed to this arat.
See that? Don't be conformed to the world, but
Be ye transformed
by,
the renewing of your lob.
what are we looking at now? State of mind. That's right, state of mind. On how we think now. We talked about the physical, which is a state of being, which is a state of form. What we said, state of being. Now we're looking at state of mind. State of being, we refer to the physical state. Now we're talking about a state of mind, which is going to deal on how we think. Got it? And that's what he's telling us. Don't be conformed to this arise, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, by the state of mind, that you may
Prove
what is
that tube
and
acceptable,
and what else?
perfect will of Elohim.
See that? Perfect. That's what we're looking at. Perfect. Back over to the 4th chapter of the book of Barashit. Kohate. It's a Latin word for perfect of itself. Typically, when you find a word, it'll be the root. You find a root or where it stems from. Hello? So if I did this, what's the root? Huh? What's the root of it? It's not. It didn't come from it. As you would think it would, it did not derive from them. So it's very controversial. Because this will come in to be kind of imperfect. Simple with the prefix, but it's not believed that the Kohei actually came from them. So now you found a word that the root didn't actually, it wouldn't actually stem from that. It was not the root of it. So these people got a lot of stuff that's real controversial when you're watching, you have to follow them. You see, they'll play games. That's how they taught us. If it's a prefix, common sense, this is the root of it. But it's not. It didn't come from them. So let me ask you a question. How am I going to win in a system Well, I was taught when there's a prefix, that then I got the root of the word. This is not the root. How am I win? When were you taught that there were words with prefix and they didn't root from it? So how am I winning a system like that? You see why I got to redesign a system? I can't win in this system. He's going to beat me out every time. So now we're going to sit here and we're going to do the opposite of what Shaul told us to do. Lest Satan, you know how he's going to take advantage of me? Because of verbiage. That's how he got him in the garden. He's going to play games with you with words. He didn't say move, he had a different meaning for move. He said, you will not surely move. Isn't that right? How you going to win? How you going to beat these devils? How you going to beat these Satanites when they got different verbiage? Because now you're looking at words that didn't stem from English, it stemmed from the Latin. So you're dealing with a different verbiage. The incoherent would be imperfect, not complete. The coherent would be complete, perfect. They'll play games, which you said didn't even root from now. He said, don't even think it. These people play a lot of games with us, But I mean, come on, it's just a system. How you gonna win? Y'all ain't worried about it, don't matter. It don't have nothing to do with your living. These people play a lot of words with you. Now he used in as a negative, or he used ab, which is no or not. He keeps playing Latin. He gonna move to Greek. He gonna keep playing you every time. You're gonna think you caught something. You done went to school. You done got your education. You gonna pay for your degree, and you still don't know nothing. That's how he play again. He teaches you what he wants you to know. You don't find things he don't want you to know, because most of us don't know to look, to check behind him and check further what he told you just on the surface. So he keeps us to that. That's why I write it down. You can go back, you can check. Don't let nobody lie to you no more. Nobody just saying, like he said, every man, he said, everybody gonna know him from the least to the greatest. He said, no more everybody saying know Yahuwah. He said, no, we can't have that no more. Put it on paper, put it down on wax. We can watch this and see it for ourselves. This is our nefesh, soul, salvation, Yeshua. So we didn't know what we're doing, right? We got to watch these people that taught us a premise, then they come back, and it doesn't mean what they actually told you. And they have a rule that they can break something. Okay. Now they tell you, you got rule of thumb. Isn't that right? I mean, that's my measuring stick. That's how I'm going to work. That's how it operates. The people play all type of games over us. We just don't know any better. Don't worry about it. It's all off subject, I guess. Back over to the book of Bereshit. Bereshit, chapter 4 and verse 4. Make it 4 and 3. Listen to the book.
And in process of time it came to pass that Khan brought of the pari of the Adumah an offering unto Yahuwah.
You see how he did it? How did he do it? Huh? I can hear you. In this season. Give me the book of Tahalim 1 and 1. Y'all feel it? I need a little rotation. I can feel it too. I'm good with it, man. I ain't gonna argue with you. I don't know. I think they cut it. It like it was cooler when the lights were on. I don't know what happened. I thought we were gonna have an AC bathing when the thing went on. This is Tahalim 1 and 1. They call it Psalm. Tahalim 1 and 1. Listen.
Barak is the Ish that walketh
a
not
gift bestowed upon a man that walketh not
in the counsel of the godly.
Of the, he said the godly? He did. Of the Rasha.
Of the Rasha.
Rasha. When you walk in the godly, you walk in wicked anyway. That's Greek. Anytime you deal with God, you're going to deal with theos. We don't believe in it because theo, in short, prefix for theological, theoretical, which means it's not real, it's just an idea. Our Elohim is concrete.
Right.
So I would never call Elohim a God, which is an English translation of theos. Theos is theoretical. It's not real. So how could Elohim be God? It wouldn't make sense for me to tell somebody, well, see, you say God, I say Elohim. You say lies, you say imagination, I say Amat. It's not the same thing. You need to know that, because we've been thinking one thing. Well, it's just a matter of, this couldn't be used here at, what's that, Kog, where we're going to borrow a translation, because it's not real. Elohim exists. He's not an abstract, meaning there's no concrete or physical. That's why he came in the form of Anashim. So you would have something concrete, physical, and not abstract. We only knew him from mind and thinking. But then we heard the voice. We felt the tremor. We saw the image. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So you cannot correlate him with Theos or God. You will be lying. Elohim exists. I wouldn't call him God. I wouldn't tell him, was that the same as God? No. I tell people out of the river, I don't believe in God.
That's right.
I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Superman.
That's right.
It's not concrete. It's not existent. It's abstract.
That's right.
That's your stuff. Isn't that right? It's not real. Y'all got it? That's how they conjure up the religion. And a lot of times you get into stuff and you don't know why you're into stuff. Hello? Let me tell you something. Even with a lot of the religion or religious belief, people don't realize a lot of your stuff still plays in the Mizraim. We talked about when you deal with Coptic. Y'all were taught this. Then you have the Coptic church. This is the later form of ancient Mizraim. So even your church, theoretical doctrine, a lot of stuff, it come through. Coptic church is going to relate you right back to Mizraim. Now you're going to try to figure out, why would you have church or Coptic church and relate it back to Mizraim? Because you have to look at someone that came and conquered Mizraim, whose name is Alexander. Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great was born in Macedonia. That's in Greek. They were conquered by the Romans. Him, Cleopatra, Mark Antony, they were conquered by Caesar. Which lets you see where this religion comes. Most people are stupid and don't even know how far back church goes.
That's right.
It's going to take you back to Mizraim.
That's right.
Alexander was born, he died and buried in Alexandria. Now, does it make sense to have a word like Alexandria, a Greek name, in Mizraim unless he conquered it?
Right.
Most of these people don't even know when they sit around in church and when they praying and they ask it, they actually praying to Alexandria. They don't know it. You know why? Because they start putting a correlation. He died about the age of 33. Who else you knew died about 33? Who do you know? Exactly. Do you not know when you playing around these churches, praying their religion, these people actually pray to Alexander? I don't know what to tell them. Y'all went to school, didn't you?
Yeah.
They pray that, they ask, listen, the old first establishment of these people church, they used to pray to Alexander. They ask him for healing and for wealth. What do these people ask Jesus for? The same thing. That's how dangerous it is to be a church goer or a church member, because they don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They don't even know what they're doing. They've been working this. So now what you had to do in order to create this, y'all got up on the language of the Coptics, which represent the final stage of ancient. There it is. There it is. Proof in the pudding. Proof in the pudding. Oh my goodness. The language of the Coptic. How'd you get a church? And you go to Mizraim, you ain't gonna believe what they got in Egypt. What they call Egypt? Church. Church. Because they still follow Alexander proper. They still follow the same premises. These crackers don't change. They just keep flipping the script, make you think they came up with something new. It's not new. You got somebody you pray to died at 33, so did Alexander. So they set you up. That's how dangerous it is to let somebody just hand you this book and you don't know what you're doing. They working you. How many times you been told that your church predate and go back to Egypt? They don't tell you that. They tell like white folks just phantom it up in the 1600s.
Yeah.
They've been working this. This ain't nothing new. They've been working this. So you use these words. That's how they get you to buy it. How many people I got in the room? Give me a rough number. What we saying? Ryder, what you say? About 100. They don't go with that number. Accurate number. If 85% of us all agree on red is green. Can I get a majority of people that just go with this for me right now? That red is actually green. All right, the ones that didn't go along with it, how many of y'all go along with red is red? Hold on for a minute. We're not doing this. I know ain't crazy. Some of y'all just went with red was green with me. Let's do this again. This is an experiment. Red is green. How many of y'all go along with red is red? I can't do this. Hold on, how many? Did I see some of these same people before? So I know some of y'all in here. How many of y'all voted twice? Thank you, Malik. I'm going to get you. All right. All this is, we'll just use it for an example. Now, red is actually green. Based off of Orthodox, where a majority of us have a consensus that it's right. That's what, so now let me ask you a question. If you go to the Orthodox church, that means that there is a consensus that Christianity is right. That's why they tell other people they're wrong. They run to other regions because all they have to do is get a majority of people to go along with it. This was established before any stuff that we take on now doing. These people been working it before Yahusha came on the scene.
Oh, yeah.
That's where they problem come in. Y'all keep thinking stuff was work before. Work after. A lot of this stuff was work after. All these people were before him.
That's right.
So these people try to tell you this is why a lot of people go ahead messed up and they're thinking that we're following the Greeks. We're not following no Greeks. We had our writing before them.
Lord, that's right.
Although their workers came before Yahusha came on the scene, our writers were already here. The only reason they learned to pray to Alexander or look to Alexander the Great and looking at his age because they looked at the books of Daniel. He told them that the Messiah was going to be cut off after when? 32. 62 weeks after 32 years of age. Alexander died at 32, almost 33 years of age. So these crackers took it and formed a religion and tried to say Alexander was the Messiah. Look on when Alexander died from. What age? Put it up. I don't have time to folks think I'm lying. I like these people. I ain't got to fabricate my information. I don't have to fabricate my information. I ain't scared of the definition coming up. If correct me, I'll still take it. I ain't scared of my information. Well, these people don't even know what they're doing. It's too much work. These people don't know what they're doing. You don't hurt people. Because they don't even know where they get it from. Daniel, they say that Daniel 9:20. I'll come back and get this. I might pick that thing up and carry it. I preach from right here. If they hear the book, they don't like that. I can see that. They're like, how you do that? Big Lee, they be like, preacher, how you doing that? Jeremy Knowles be asking me how I'm doing that. Unlike Mike, no pork on the Shabbat, I ain't doing that. Mike can't say what, Mike? He don't like that. Look at Mike. You got hit. Don't worry about it. You come up. Come on, I want to eat it on Sunday. We ain't gonna break that. Did they give me in 923? Pull up Alexander. I call him the grape. That joke wasn't nothing but a big bus. All they did when they went through, they ratio existence of being now. They did. That's how they got. Listen, so you know how many people you got to look at played a part of the Jewish so-called Holocaust and setting this whole faction up to make it look like these people actually suffered and went through what you gone through? Y'all, how many people? That shows these people been working a long time.
Long time.
Can y'all understand these people been working for Yahusha came?
Yes.
Do you understand? We got the mind. How many had the mindset they started working all this stuff after Yahusha? I used to have that mindset. This is before his coming. These crackers got date. They got BCE, BC, which is before Christian era. These people they've been predating. They've been watching. They've been keeping time period. They've been watching your book. Don't you know these people been watching you?
Been watching.
In the second chapter of the book of U'Ala Shemut, they call Exodus. How you think Pharaoh knew to come through and start slaying them babies?
Yep.
Because I've been keeping time off of your periods.
Yes, sir.
Don't blow me away. That's before him. 323 years before him. Let's see what Daniel said. So now, this is where now it messes a lot of our people up. Because you start looking at when these people find this stuff, when these people start putting in the action or start to put in the work and they're doing, it looks like we copy, we follow them. And that's why a lot of our people get thrown off saying, man, I don't believe it about, man, y'all following Socrates, man, you following. They're right. These people played a lot of part of disciplines.
Right.
Because you see a lot of stuff being integrated. That's why I had to take the book, we got to correct it.
Right.
You can't take it and read the way they say, you're going to mess up.
That's right.
Because there's too many other things going on. Now here we got this man died at 32 years of age.
Yeah.
Let's see what Daniel said in 9th chapter, verse 23, verse 20. They don't know I can shoot from the hip, though. They don't know it. These folks got to go to school to do all this stuff.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
And whilst I was speaking in Palal, and
Hold on, he said, wowzer. He said it like that for real. What are you doing talking like that, man?
that's right.
Now go ahead.
And whilst I was speaking,
God. You know, you start like you say, who president? I mean, you know, we laugh about this been honest. Now I gotta go back and I gotta see what was the purpose. Because listen, they didn't put things here for. Let's see what that word means. I'm curious now. I need to know. Wow. What's that? WHILST or something? ES? ES. It depends on where you at. Inchoate or coate. It depends on which one. You know what's confusing? What's funny with this too? What's incoherent?
Yeah.
They play with you. I'm telling you, you can't beat these folks. You gotta watch them. I watch their spelling bee too. They put their kids up there. I like hearing stuff like original word.
Yep.
You got these kids. So how many of y'all teach our kids? How many of y'all touch your kids how to spell words or alphabets? Or how many of y'all done it before? How many of y'all taught them how to read books? How many of y'all have sat down and taught your kid original words? Never come to our mind. You speak English, what you should be teaching your kids? English. So the fact that they got these kids and they put them on stage, you'll watch a lot of, there'll be the kids from India, which are kids that were conquered by the ones that came out from Russia, which were the, what's them white with the Aryans? Y'all do know that, right? The Aryans came down from what they call Russia, and they came down through India. That's how they came in. They came down through India. They broke the dams and flooded it out. That's how the water cut the land. The land connected. Y'all need to know this about these people. This is how they came down and they mixed in with them. That's why you see these white-skinned people over there, and you'll think these people originators or what. They're not. These are people that were mixed in with the area. That's why they come in. Now y'all put all these people together. They're not the same people. Area, you'll see a white area. You don't know what you're talking about. That's why they watch you, because they know you don't know what you're talking about. The Aryans come in from Russia. They're not a skinhead. They're not the same people. So a lot of these people, they'll come from Britain. You got to watch all these people. They come from different areas. And you'll start associating all on the same. You'll realize they are not the same people. You need to know how people came in and conquered you. And when they came in there, you know the next land they come on to? Ethiopia. They call it Cush. That's why you'll find, tell me when the last time you seen a jet black dog Ethiopian. Them jokers look like mixed coffee.
They do.
It's because they came through all the region and they wiped away a lot of these people. Anytime you call yourself an Ethiopian, and I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I do it. You insult my intelligence when you tell me you're Ethiopian. It makes absolutely no sense for you to tell me you're Ethiopian. You got that from a white man. The name Ethiopia only came up in the 1900s. Someone tell me, what was I in 1899? What could I have possibly been calling myself in 1899? In 1905, you got a name that only derived up in the early 1900s, and nobody held on to any of mine. I get bothered a lot. Look, it's so much bothers me. Sometimes y'all, I can't rest. So much stuff be running through my mind. It just be going saying, how did we get into this? How nobody questioned nothing? Time, that's rough. What I got you hold on? Daniel, you pulled up something for me? Listen, this Daniel was it 9 and 20? Listen.
And whilst I was speaking and prolonging,
He probably pulling up wiles. I'm curious. I don't know. I know it had an S somewhere. Some kind of way I can hear S. Translation, word of origin. Hold on. What's word of origin? Now I'm concerned. Oh, it's British. Okay. Conjunction, adverb. Translation, people also ask. Hold on, back up. What did it say? People also ask. Back me up. Why did it say that? Back up. It's telling me that people also ask this. Is there a difference between wild and wildless? Which is correct, wild or wildless. Bad. Come on up a little bit. No, other way, I'm sorry. No, other way, yeah. How do you use wildest in a sentence? Is whilst past tense? Yes, it would be past tense. Or would it? It's a while. Yeah, past tense. I don't want you to click it. I guess the reason why I asked to look at that, because this is called suggestive. Google is suggesting to tell me this is what other people want to know. So Google is see, I had to watch everything. That's why we flipped. I saw it because I didn't ask Google this. So now Google is want to take me on a trip. Google is suggesting me to go ahead and check. What y'all doing? Y'all finna take me on another trip? Is this Google? Did I say go to Google? No, what I'm saying about that is that I didn't ask this, but it's saying since you're here, let's look at what other people want to know. And what other people, I don't care what they want to know. I wasn't interested in it. I was only looking up because I was kind of curious on, I want to know origin. I want to know where did the word derive from. I want to know how exactly did they use it. They want to tell me what other people done because you're going to send me off on somewhere else I want to go. Sometimes that's how people are lead. Sometimes you wonder why when we read, how many of y'all used to read, you drifted? That'll get y'all. This is what I'm going to do. You'll start drifting. Now, we're going to lose why. Like, pay attention. He just went to suggest. I'm telling you, you'll start drifting. This is what I do for a living. People will lead you. You won't even know you're being led. It'll get you going, and you'll start following people. Then you'll go into Orthodox. Because everybody accept that. I don't accept it. I don't accept it. I'll give you a scenario. How many of y'all have seen the movie, what was it? Hook, not Hook. Well, Lucky Luciano. What was that gangster movie they had? Was it Hoodlum? No, not with Larry, not with Lawrence. He don't be Lawrence. Larry, I call him Larry. Mama called him Larry. I know his mama named him Lawrence. I know his mama called him Lawrence around the house. And mama called him Larry.
Right.
He said he don't want to be called. He want to be called that. With them crazy in their face, you be glad by to call you at all. He looking worse and worse. I'm telling you, that man need a mask.
Yeah.
Larry need a mask. Larry looking worse and worse.
Right.
I seen that joke on one of them mission pods. Man, they need to cover that joke up quick. That Joe just knew. He need to just do voiceovers. Anyway, now what's the one with the white boys in it? Mobsters. Thank you. That's a thing. What you said? Hussies. But no, Bugs are different. I know about, but that's a good movie though. We'll go back to. But he right. Mobsters, and they gave him a scenario. He said, you got two people coming at you and you got a gun with one bullet. He said, which one do you shoot? He said, I don't accept the answer question. He said, why not? He said, because in order for me to live, I got to kill both of them. He said, okay, next question. You got a wife, your kid? He said, I don't accept that one. He said, why? He said, because I don't have a wife or kids. So what it started to lead you into suggesting and have you getting into something that doesn't fit you. It doesn't make sense. Which one? Two people come, I got one bullet. Which one I kill? This one? I'm still going to die. So in order for me to give you a real answer for this, I need two bullets. I'm going to kill the one closer to him, then I'm going to kill the next one behind him. So they send you off into thinking of stuff and putting stuff that's just not idealistic. Got it? Okay. I just kind of use that just so, stop letting people put you into so many different things. This is now, I just want you to just show you how people, Google is a system set up that when you start typing, it's going to start putting words saying, I know where you're going, or let me lead you here, and I get you here, and I'm going to move you some other place, and you'll think you're directed when you actually mean led.
Yeah.
Don't let these people lead you. Don't forget now, these are still man's invention. These are still mankind words, so I have to watch these people. I just really want to find what was your definition, because I'm going to track him more than one way, because I'm curious. I heard the word wireless. It was funny. I want to know why did he use it. But now I'm finding out. Put me back at my word, wireless. I see suggest, okay, wireless. But then I'm finding it's conjunction, and it's an ad. What is an adverb anyway? A who? A L-Y-E? Slow. L-Y at the end. Conjunction. I don't see no L-Y though. But it put me with while. So while is actually, I guess, referred to while. It's a British word. So then the reason why, something simple like that for me I'm looking at, because I'm trying to find out, I got a book that's translated Greek. Septuagint. It's a Greek translation. Y'all got that? That's what the Septuagint is. Because the dominant language were Greeks. So the Greeks saying that everybody spoke Greek. Even most of there were Greek speaking of our people. So this book was actually written in Greek for our people. Then I'm finding this Septuagint with an English word in it. From British. Only combination I found with that is James, who was first James, King James of Scotland, who came to, no, not first James of Scotland, first James of England. King James, he was from Scotland. He came to first King James of England, who actually gave them had the authority for them to transgender this book in 1604. So now I'm seeing where everybody's starting to exercise their dominance. Leave you in here, so I want to get in here too. Because I want to play. That's how I pick up stuff. That makes sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Don't forget, this is the Septuagint, correct? Greek. Definition just told me it's British. But the book was transgendered by the Brits, authorized 1601, 1602, finished supposedly 1611. The goal of it was to solidify the Catholic Church. That's why they came to James. They had a problem with Tinsdale version. They had the Great Bible, some others, by 1520. They had over 200 different translations. Tinsdale, Martin Luther, Father Martin Luther. Tinsdale version didn't use church. We talked about that. He only used it one time. He only used it one time. And that was a problem for people trying to solidify. That's why you had what's called the Reformation. When they broke off from the Orthodox Church. Because they realized the only thing you're saying when it's Orthodox is that a consensus, a majority of people agreed to it. So that made it right. The majority of people here raised their hand that red is green. Did we not? So that makes it right. How many people say that's wrong? It don't change the fact that it's still red. That's called Orthodox. Now you people have just become, that's heresy. How many of y'all said that this red is green, not green? That's heresy. You just committed heresy. That's what you just committed. It's in your book. You just committed heresy. Because Orthodox, the majority of us agreed that it is green. What you just took on and did is became, it's a bad word, free thinkers. And that goes against the Orthodox Coptic Church. Now I'm going to have to cut you. Come on outside quick. Come on. All y'all said, come on. Oh, no, sugar, let it go. Come on. Come on outside. No, y'all don't accuse our integrity. We said red is green. That's when they would have killed you. Because you just became a heretic against the church. A heretic, you won't uphold to it. Now, it also could be used in politics. Orthodox just don't go with. This is why the Lion Fathers established their government where there was a separation between, because Orthodox also refers to politics, political. When Yahusha was killed, it was Orthodox. Because it was church, and it was religious, and it was politics. That's why they came and told you separation of church and state. Because Orthodox fall in one, you won't hear them use Orthodox with politics. Because you'll start questioning stuff. See, can we find Orthodox with politics? Look at the definition. I just don't want nobody to dumb y'all down. When you read, you're supposed to be reading with understanding. When I look at something, I just can't take something. I need to find what. Now I find a word, it's English. I just need to find out who all got dominance and who all got play.
Right.
Isn't that right? Everybody said we're going to go get something. We go, hey, I want to get me something too. I want to get something too. So everybody jump in. Everybody want their part. Everybody want to leave their mark. People going to go write graffiti. I'm going to leave, you going to put yourself. I'm going to put mine on here too. So I'm going to show I was here too. Y'all ever been in a place you'll find somebody's name on a stall? How many of y'all have went behind you put your name down? Or put something there somewhere? So that way somebody, whoever go back and read, listen, pay attention though how it works. When I say listen, not saying y'all in a rush, but I'm just showing how things work. Because you hoping that whenever somebody comes in there and see whoever else wrote, they'll see your signature or your sign. So today, that's why they put wireless. So you go back and read, you'll know I was here too. Like your bathroom stall. Or graffiti on a building. I'm just saying how they working me. Because you look at it and say, man, why that person get all this? You come right in and you spotted their name now. And their statement stuck out. Mm-hmm. So you saying, what? I mean, I want when somebody come here, they see me too. Mm-hmm. Called the King James perversion. I just like, that's how I see stuff. Y'all got a problem where I see stuff? I just got to a point, I used to take stuff, you take it, that's what it say. That's what he said. That's all, because of consistency said it. That make it right? Where we at? Still at Daniel? Yes, sir. 9:19, 9:20? Yes, let's see what happened. We'll try to move on. Listen to the book.
And while I was speaking in Palal and confessing my kata and the kata of my Yahusha, and presenting my supplication before Yahuwah, my Elohim.
What was he doing again?
Palawing and confessing my kata and the kata of my Yahusha.
Where y'all get that from? Who? Kohan. So we said, man, operate in the same state as a Kohan. When a Kohan offered up a sacrifice, remember who was he supposed to offer it up for first? And he was confessing for himself and for his arm. You know his arm would have been confessing for? He'd been confessing for the Yahudim.
That's right.
He was a Yehudi.
That's right.
That's what Yahusha would have been doing. He'd been confessing for Yehudi. For the Yahudim. These are the same characters. So we start putting his name, Dan-E-Al, meaning judge of Elohim. The judge of Elohim had come in confessing his sins, his kata, and the sins, kata, of his arm. So we see the like resemblance of Yahusha. Y'all all right? We should have been looking for a man that was going to come in and going to be a judge and that was going to work in the office that he's going to be confessing sin like a Kohan. Because what he said is similar to a Kohan, correct? Offer this for himself, then for the arm. Then y'all talk like, this man talk like a Kohan. But he's a judge. So now I'm seeing a judge being able to do this, work in this capacity. I should be looking for somebody like this. Listen to the book.
And presenting my supplication before Yahuwah my Elohim, for the Kodash heart of my Elohim. Yea, whilst I was speaking in Palal, even the Ish, Gabriel, whom I have seen in the Kazum at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly.
What was his name, Gabriel? What does his name mean? Warrior Elohim. What they told her he was? White folk told he was a messenger. Do it make sense to get that man's name? Let me see. Dan-E-Al name mean what again now? Judge Elohim. Judge. He judge. His name mean warrior Elohim, and he don't do no fighting. Dan-E-Al don't do no judging. Huh? Hell y'all. Our Muslims don't have no burdens. Everybody's name was symbolic to what they did. But these white folk came along, started trying to give these officers what they told. All of them would say, well, see, he's a messenger. What? All of Malaki is a messenger.
That's right.
If I come to kill you, it's a message.
That's right.
Listen, how about when you used to watch old monster movie, they come in and get you, they'll say, this is from such and such, and cut you off. What was he just doing? He was a messenger. I delivered you a message when I gave you the sword. That man like the Joker flying around with notes. Going to people's mailboxes. The man named me, he's a warrior. Listen.
Being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation.
Listen.
And he informed me and talked with me and said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. At the beginning of thy supplication, the Amar came forth, and I am come to shew thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore, understand the matter and consider the Kazum.
Listen.
70 weeks are determined upon thy arm and upon the Kadash city.
So what he just told him?
70 years.
He just told him 70 years. This was not literal weeks. This was actually talking about years. Listen.
To finish the transgression and to make an end of kata and to make reconciliation for iniquity.
Did that make sense for y'all? How many of y'all that don't make sense? I thought they were going to say, yeah, that makes sense. He leave it alone. Uyakra. So that's 26 and 1. I know how he got it. Uyakra, that's going to be, they call it Leviticus. It means, and he called. The Yah is short for, it stands for he, which means him. Now, and he called. What, now, think about it now. The book is called Leviticus. What we thought the book meant? We thought it meant priests. I guess it meant they were the Leviticus priests. It's called Leviticus, so it's the book of priests. Because you're going to start doing association. How many of y'all thought that's what it was? It was just Levitical laws. I guess that's what it is, right? Levitical. But no, he said, and he called. But when we go back to learn the book name, then we start to put that in the beginning, these were the names. And he called. And all our hot dabari, they call Deuteronomy, say, and these are the words. These books are statements. That's how important it was for us to know it and know what they meant, because he was making a statement. So when we read them, we understood the statement. That's amazing. Uyaka means and he called. When you read 1 Thessalonians 4 and 7, it said that Elohim has not called what? To what? But so I need to know, and he called. So when he made the statement in 1 Thessalonians 4 and 7, Shaul, who they call Paul, said Elohim had not called us under uncleanness. He called us under Kudash. So I'm going to need to know something. What am I going to need to know? These are the words. That's how I know he ain't called us to uncleanness. So when he called me, what did he call me to? 26 and 1. That's all I'm trying to get. These are statements being made, Leon, in the beginning. These were the names, and he called, and these are the words. Where were we at when this happened? We were in the wilderness. We need to know that it was statements being made.
That's right.
Listen.
Ye shall make you no idols, no graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of a bond in your beth to shakah unto it.
See that? To worship it. Listen.
For I am Yahuwah, your Elohim.
What happened?
Ye shall keep my Shabbat and reverence my Magdash. I am Yahuwah. Mm-hmm. If ye walk in my statutes and shamar my amar and do them, then I will give you rain in due season, and the beth shall yield her increase, and the ox of the field shall yield their pari.
So just kind of going back just for reading that, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Because sometimes we came a kid, we the same when rain come, what was it? Rain, come back when? That's again what I told you. I'm giving it to you because if you obey, all these were consensus. That's a consensus. Your behavior lines up. This is a consensus. If your behavior lines up, I'm going to give you this. Now your tree's going to bear. Now you're going to get the pari from the ground, from the Adumah. That's how, see, I mean, it went, but still come back. And he had to go get Barashi 4 and 4. It told you what happened in, what was it called? See, process of time. That's when they brought, which means behaviors had to work. Things had to line up. Things had to line up for this to happen. Because I gave them what they needed in order for this to happen, in order for this to create. Got it? So in process of time, that's how they brought it. In its season. That's why I took you to Tahalim 101, when he told you Barak is the Ashab, the Ish, that walketh not in the counsel of the Rasha, nor sit in the seat of scornful, but his delights in the law of Yahuwah, in which he meditate upon day and night. And he is like an ox planted by the river Ma'im. In his what? In process of time. In process of time. Listen to the book.
And your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time.
Yeah.
And ye shall eat your lakam to the full, and dwell in your beth safely.
Yeah.
And I will give shalom in the beth, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid.
Listen.
And I will rid Rasha beast out of the beth, neither shall the sword go through your beth.
Yeah.
And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100.
And that means 10 gonna chase 2. What happened?
And 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
Listen.
And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
I learned math from who? The Greeks taught me math. That don't make sense. I know how to add and multiply. I know how to do a lot of stuff if I ever met these people. I don't know how we bought into the hype of this stuff.
That's right.
He's telling people they had enough sense that when Musa sat down, who were learning all the way of Mizraim, he sat and told, they had to understand this.
Yes, sir.
They had to understand math. Otherwise, they're going to be confused.
Yep.
Listen.
For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my barith with
Man,
you.
he's gonna make them Apharim. When Apharim be fruitful, Apharim, that they call Ephraim, he's gonna make them Apharim. Listen.
And ye shall eat old store,
Why?
and bring forth the old because of the new.
So when you get these people come along, they New Testament creatures. They don't use the Old Testament. They don't even line up with your law. He said, when I went here, this is what they call New Testament. I had to go here because that's the book. Yep. That show whether I'm following right. He said I was going to eat old stuff that they're going to call the Old Testament because of the new. You're not going to eat anything that's archaic.
That's right.
Huh? Or antiquity. Something that's before Middle Ages or something obsolete. See, that's what he thought. So it couldn't be obsolete if he told to eat it.
Right.
As soon as they got a new crop up, they said, man, bump that junk. I'm finna eat this. That's not the discipline he gave you. Them learning from crops, they knew they had to go back and read this. When Yahusha in the 24th chapter of the book of Orthodox 24:25, when he said that he called them old fools and slow of law to believe all that the Nabi'im have spoken, ought not the Mashiach, they have suffered these things to enter his glory, and beginning at well, Barashit. And all the Nabi'im he expounded on them and all the what? Concerning who? Which means he was new, he had to take them right back in. Oh, he said, y'all got to eat this. Because of the new. He was there. He was on the scene. He was new. He was new. That's already, it signified a new crop coming when he was here. That's why we had to go back to the old. And the only way they had understood that with him was to understand how we work with crops. Yeah. We were supposed to eat that because now the new here, we can ingest all this now. Right. When he hadn't come, you got to be careful until the new comes. Yeah. Because you mess around and eat this up and ain't nothing else on the way. The better time to ingest all of this, when he here. It's because of the new wine. Yeah. It's because of the new crop. Now I can ingest this because of the new. Most people don't have a discipline. They say, well, see, because you're supposed to do it. That don't make sense. I got to understand it. If I don't understand it, guess what? You're not going to get any works out of me. You know what he said, who were the devil? Without understanding. So would it make sense for me to operate this book if I don't understand it? Oh, that's death. That's why you got to get a teacher. Mm-hmm. Come on, finish what we got. This still 26th chapter. There's a purpose of why I got you here. And you still holding me Daniel chapter 9. What we about 24, 25? Well, we still there. Mr. Yahuwah, he sure is gracious. Isn't that right? Canaan, gracious. Listen.
And I will set my tabernacle among you.
See that? What happened?
And my nephash shall not abhor you.
See that? I won't hate you. What happened?
And I will walk among you, and will be your Elohim, and ye shall be my arm.
Y'all hear that? At verse 23, same book. Listen to the book.
And if ye will not be reformed by me by these things,
what happened?
But will walk contrary unto me,
and what you do?
Then will I also walk contrary unto you.
We want me with that also. That's some. Congruent. Look it up and see what it says. Finish reading while he get it up for me.
And will punish you yet 7 times for your kotah.
See that? Listen.
And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my barith. And when ye are gathered together within your cities, I will send the pestilence among you, and ye shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. Mm-hmm. And when I have broken the staff of your lakam,
your stale bread, what happened?
10 nashim shall bake your lakam in one oven,
Yeah.
and they shall deliver you your lakam again by weight, and ye shall eat and not be satisfied.
Yeah.
And if ye will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury.
See that? We won't be in agreement. So I think we want to put the IN on it. He let them know that we're going to be incongruent. We won't be in agreement. That's what happens when we contrary. We won't be in agreement. We'll be incongruent. We won't work together. It's important for you to know that. See, harmony. That's when things kind of flow and work. Like they said, when water flowing, birds, they say everything kind of in sync or in harmony. That's why things not working and why you sick. Because we're not actually in harmony with him, so he won't let us be in tune or in harmony with nature.
That's right.
Why y'all think the rock sitting here quake out? Because it's the harmony, he said, because we're not in agreement.
That's right.
You ain't gonna believe what he told you. Two will do what now? Two do what again? Walk together. Except what happened? So if you remember in the earlier part, he said that he was going to put his tabernacle in the midst of it. And I was going to walk with you, which we were going to be what? We were going to be incongruent. We were going to be in agreement. We're going to be in harmony together. That's why I'm right here with you. That's why we're not separated. But then when he separated, we realized some things started to unfold to shore. Guess what I started looking at? Starvation. Stale bread gone, Leon. I started looking at sickness, disease happen. I'm starting to notice, I was supposed to notice that we weren't in sync. There's no harmony. Now they got no nigga to worry about harmony, it's a music playing.
Right. Yeah.
That's how they trained you. Then we put the prefix on it. I'll invent a word. Good enough. If it ain't, we'll make one. That's what they doing about it. Is that your head? But I said put yeah, that's it. Incompatible. Huh? We're incompatible. We're not compatible. Now, that's why we got to see why stuff hadn't been working for us. Because Torah laws were broken. And once those laws were broken, we're not compatible. We're not in agreement and there's no harmony. See, you need to look at what's going on. Why is there an indifference? You saying you feel a certain way about him, but he feels a different way about you. Why? You say you love him. You say you do anything for him, but he said, I don't love you. He said, I want to whore you. If I want to whore you, what was I doing before? What made me come up with a conversation about abhorring you, hating you? Once we got out of sync, once we got out of harmony, once we got out of agreement, I hate you. We're not compatible anymore. You can't say that I'm your Elohim and you my people. You got to say something different. What would it be? La'ami? For you not my people. What happened when you not my people? We're in conduit. The fact we're not in agreement anymore. We're not compatible. So you can't tell people that you're my people and that I'm your Elohim. See, this was important for them. They start watching stuff like this. This was significant for them. So when you start hearing things, certain things were supposed to spark in you. He started speaking, and when I say spark, you ain't gonna believe what they said. Did not our Lord mean something sparked? Something sparked when he went back over to Torah. Where did it spark at? While he did what? When? And what did he close? He opened to them, which meant it would close. You open our blind eyes now. I see it differently. I see things different. Listen, something happened to me. I don't see things the way I used to see it. I will not fall in agreement with these people. I don't see it the way they used to see it. It don't matter how they teach it to me. I got too many questions I'm watching. All I want to do is see Wilder, but then Wilder sent me out to looking at where did this stuff derive from. What was the purpose of how they put this stuff together? What I'm looking at chemistry now? What are these people doing? What's going on? People mixing and putting things together for us? I don't know. Listen, man. Come on, finish up what you got.
Then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury.
Yeah.
And I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your kata.
Pay attention.
And ye shall eat the basar of your beni.
What happened?
And the basar of your banu shall ye eat.
Listen.
And I will destroy your Rosh Malchum, and cut down your images, and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols, and my Nephash shall abhor you. And I will make your cities waste, and bring your Magdash unto desolation, and I will not smell the savor of your sweet odors. And I will bring the Beth into desolation, and your enemies which dwell therein shall be astonished at it. And I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your Beth shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Then shall the Beth enjoy her Shabbat.
You said then what now?
Shall the Beth enjoy her Shabbat,
Yeah.
as long as it lieth desolate, and ye be in your enemy's Beth, even then shall the Beth rest and enjoy her Shabbat.
That's right.
At the 9th chapter of the book of Daniel, 9 and 23. I ain't the best at this, but I'm the best you're going to get that he sent the next one.
That's right.
I guarantee that ain't the least. I said, like, Shaul, I ought to have been commended of you.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
At the beginning of thy supplication,
What at the beginning of it, what happened?
the Amar came forth.
He said the commandment came forth.
Yes,
What
sir.
happened?
And I am come to shew thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore, understand the matter and consider the kazun.
See that? He wanted to understand it, so he go, how am I consider? You know what Shaul told Timothy? Consider what I say, and Allah, he ain't give you understanding all things.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? He'll take you further in understanding.
That's right.
Listen,
70 weeks are determined upon thy arm.
you didn't just hear 7 called over in the book of Uyakra?
Yes, sir.
Listen.
And upon thy Kadash city.
See that? And upon your, because I'm going to make it desolate, remember? He's not talking about Babylon. He's talking about Jerusalem.
Yes, sir.
He said, I'm going to make it desolate. You just heard that in Uyakra.
That's right.
Listen.
To finish the
To
transgression.
finish, so now he understood. I already said everything I gave you up until then was supposed to be a deterrent. If you kept going, it was worse than that. Then I was going to put you in your enemy land for 70 years. That's why he was looking at it was finna end. Yahusha had the same problem when Hananiah came unto him and took the wood yoke off his neck and broke it and said Yahuwah was going to return it back in 3-4 years. Yahusha said, all mine.
Yeah.
He said, but the one been before me and before you, they never nobbled concerning nothing good. They nobbled against.
That's right.
And Yahuwah became angry with him. He said, he broke a yoke of wood, so I'm going to put a yoke of iron on
Yes,
him.
sir.
Let him know I did not turn back from what I said I was going to do.
That's right.
70 years was going to be accomplished. That's how he understood it.
Yes, sir.
When he gave him 70 weeks, he understood the 70 that would talk about 70 years.
Yes, sir.
And he even understood it because Yahusha told him.
That's right.
Listen to them. Hold what you got. 9 and 1. Same book. That ain't all. Y'all hearing 70 weeks. I don't hear what the book saying. I'm good with it. But somebody else, I get some dollars. This boy didn't come for my sake. It came for yours. This is 9 and 1. Let's see what he said. Listen to the book.
In the first year of Darius, the ben of Ahasuerus,
Which means he just went under who rule? He went up under the Para rule. There is no certain place, no Persia. The name is Para. That's their given name from the book. Their name is not Persian. White people play with you and give you them names. They make a fool out of you. Persian is a rug. Their name is Para. That's their name. What happened?
of the seed of the Medes, which was made Malak over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I Daniel understood the shofar, the number of the years whereof the debar of Yahuwah came to Yirmiyahu the Nabi, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolation of Jerusalem.
See that, the desolation, because he told you I'm going to leave the land desolate. Because they were completing a cycle. Keeping them out for 70 years was completing a cycle. So it lined up. There was no way they were going to turn to them other warning. This had to be fulfilled. He's understood it. Yirmiyahu came along and confirmed it for him. And let him know. He said he understood it because you got to have two witnesses. Moshe gave it to him first. When he told them the 7 they were going to pull out, the land going to be desolate. That you were going to be in your enemy land. They want to know when they were going to return. Daniel let them know when they were going to return. He was going to accomplish 70 years. Then they put 70 weeks. Don't worry about it. Come back over. We'll finish up what we got. 9, 25, 26?
24.
24.
Yes,
It's all
sir.
the same word. Listen to the book.
70 weeks are determined upon thy arm and upon thy Kadash city to finish the transgression and to make an end of Kata.
See that? That's why I had to do it. For 70 years he had to do it. That's how long they're going to pay for their sins. Listen.
And to make reconciliation for iniquity.
See that? That's how they made reconciliation. Listen.
And to bring in everlasting Sadiq.
See that? So they can bring in everlasting Sadiq. Listen what happened.
And to seal up the Kazun and Naba, and to anoint the most Kadash.
Listen.
Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the Amar to restore and to build Jerusalem unto Mashiach the Shar shall be 70 weeks.
See that? They let them know how long it's going to be. 70 weeks. 70 years. Listen.
And 62 weeks.
Uh-oh. 62 weeks. We know a score is 20.
Yes, sir.
Correct? He said 3 of them. Then he told you 2 weeks. That'd be 32 years. Tell them what's going to happen.
The street shall be built again.
Yeah.
And the wall, even in troublous times. And after 62 weeks,
After 32 years of age, what's going to happen?
shall Mashiach be cut off.
See that? He's going to die at 33. That's how the people came up worshiping Alexander. Because they just heard. You just saw Alexander died, didn't he? He was 32. Well, what did your book just tell you about the Mashiach? He's going to be cut off when? After 32. That's how that part of the Coptic church, or where these people sit around, they don't know what they believe.
That's right.
I kill a church.
That's right.
I go in there and work. I hold my church up so bad. I'm from there. While I'm talking, folks start lighting the pictures up, light up all the stuff. The preacher study where they been molesting them kids and women. Light it up, put it on fire. Because they don't know no better. How many of y'all just find this stuff out? Do this show y'all can see why these people doing stuff from following your book? How they come up with calling Alexander, praying to Alexander, looking for him to be a Mashiach? They thought that he was some significant part of salvation. Because they started looking at his age and lining up stuff with our book. Y'all can't do nothing with these people. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. Everybody been working off you. They've been working off you the whole time. You just don't know. You don't know how deep the rabbit hole go when you're dealing with the church. You don't start. You got it and picked it up in England 1611. You thought you found something. These crowd go way back further than what you know. This ain't no new plot. This is an old plot. They've been working this a long time. And they ain't going to let no Tony Smith or nobody else come along and tear it down. But I'm working. I'm working brick by brick to tear it down. Just like Yahusha told you, see all these things. Ain't be one stone left upon another ain't coming down. It's got to come down. That's what we're working for, to tear it down. All I'm doing is showing you a mock. Showing you how these people work. Let you know you can research and you can catch these people. They're not clever. They think they're real clumsy. They clumsy. They're people more skilled for me. They're going to watch them too. There's other people watching them, picking them apart. We going through their stuff. You catch them. Every time you catch them. These people playing. They got too many different verbiages. They got too many pronunciation. They got rules they breaking. They told me it couldn't be broken. And the whole time they've been doing it. That's how they got us. You all right? I don't know what I'm telling you. I just try to work it out. Just try to get y'all to say. I don't know what I'm going to do. I had you over here. We went over here. We jumped over here. Go and give me that Matthew 12, 7 and 11. I'll finish this up and get through 9 and 1. Try to get y'all out of here. So I left. I was trying to show y'all something on him about the offer. We don't went all over him. Then I'm all over the place. Maybe it's attention deficit disorder. I wonder what Yahusha had when he kept putting all that different stuff up. Man, hang on Shamash, a yard, and then he put cuckoo beans. Then he got trees and animals. I was at attention deficit disorder. He just keep doing all that different stuff. You let these people define you, they have you messed up, and then think that you just taking pills. Because they got you on the Orthodox. Y'all do know Orthodox also, for the record, you gonna pull out Orthodox? It also go with medicine. That's why y'all think that, see, they don't even, listen, this how they get you. Now they tell you, guess what everybody ready to go get now? Medical marijuana, grow medical marijuana, cannabis. Before the cracker just orthodoxed it. Hey, Leon, you want to say sweet? Man, get that stuff, man. You go to jail. That stuff wrong. Right. What happened, Leon? What is marijuana doing that ain't been doing? Right. Orthodox also go with medicine. Meaning a consensus of white people said, nah, it's okay. But just before they said that, what happened if I got in your car and I got a bag of weed? Nigga, you get out, I'm gonna call the police, you ain't getting me locked up. Yep. But soon as the cracker say Orthodox, legal, that's the only, see, you hear words, you just don't know what they mean. Put Orthodox up there so you can see. I don't want to be making up nothing. Y'all know me ain't got no education, I'll lie in a minute. So they tell a bunch of lies. I was in the bathroom earlier, but joke was talking about some hoes. I just said, here you go. I think it was a bunch of lies. Oh my goodness. Orthodox medicine? Ho. What is it? That thing be sin. I ain't smell that. The man put it up there for you. Man told y'all about Orthodox medish. Sin! So it's sin. I know about that, darling. I know about that. It's a system in which medical doctors and other healthcare professionals, such as nurses, pharmacists, and therapists, treat symptoms and disease using drugs, radiation, or surgery. Put Orthodox. I don't know how to put medicine. So I want you to make it extra for me. I appreciate y'all. I know what y'all doing. We just, bam, there it is. Oh, you got an Orthodox. I don't know if I stop. Orthodox is just a consensus. That's all it is. That's how they get you. See, once you understand a word, then it don't throw you when you hear it, because it sounds kind of professional and orchestrated where you can't do nothing with it. No, that's all it is. If a majority of us say something right, that's all it is, Leon. You take the fear out of their word. How they hurt us because you fear it, because you're like, I don't know how to use it. Nobody I know use it. And if they use it, it must be something important. Let's go with it. Now we run across some words I can't pronounce now. Of a person or their views, especially, hold on for a minute. Religious or political
Yes, sir.
ones or other beliefs or practices. That's all it is. What else? What are we going to? Conforming to what is generally or traditionally accepted as right or true, established and approved. So you see stuff in there that said medically approved. Orthodox medical treatment. You have a political party, and they're called conservative. And I'm the diamond. That's how these people play you. All I come to do, Mr. Yahuwah, I come to take the fear out of them.
Come on.
You were scared of Christmas tree to me and Mr. Yahuwah and my other uncle and them jumped on the same. Right. We had to tell you it wasn't them to do no good, no, because they do evil. We had to tear it down and take the fear out of them. And you don't go, they used them to scare us. Because we were seeing trying to figure how this tree was standing up by itself, it had been cut down. And they nailed it and fastened it in front of us, and they decked the thing and shine, and we thought it had some kind of power. Man, these folks been working us a long time. They worked us a long time. That for Yahusha County, they been working. Then they come on and say, see, it's symbolic to Jesus. Just make a fool out of it every time. These folks dangerous. What were we at? So I can get out of here. Whoa.
Matthew 7:11.
Matthew 7:1. Because we're going with Orthodox. And Romans 3:3. Romans 3:1. Listen to the book.
Shoffet not, that ye be not shoffet. For with what judgment ye shoffet, ye shall be shoffet, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again.
Yeah.
And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy ox eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye?
Listen.
Or how wilt thou say to thy ox, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye,
This
and
is
behold.
Yahoo, they call Matthew 7. Well, you at 13 now, still at 12.
4.
Well, he started at 1? I was 1. I was like, he ain't got that much more room left. Did I say 1? 1. Like 911, 911, same thing. He ain't let me finish. They just moved so fast. I hope his mom and dad talking again. I just talking to everybody before they children. Then 711. Whew, jeez. Listen.
If ye then, being Rasha, know how to give 2 gifts unto your Benim, how much more shall your Abba, which is in Shamayim, give 2 things to them that ask him?
What happened?
Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that Anashim should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the Torah and the Nabiim. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate.
See that? What else?
And broad is the way
We'll do what?
that leadeth to destruction.
And?
Many there be which go in thereat.
But what else?
Because straight is the gate,
And?
narrow is the way,
That do what?
leadeth unto Kai.
And?
Few there be that find it.
So he just told you about Orthodox and he just told you about free thinkers. He said the Orthodox are the people that's going to wind up going, they're going to be destroyed. Because he just told you it was wide and it was many. Orthodox just a consensus by a majority. The reason he could tell you this because they already were establishing their premise. And he knew they were going to get you if a large amount of people wanted to do something. He was trying to tell you that because when they came down to them crucifying it, what did you have? It was an Orthodox. It was a consensus of a majority of people traditionally doing something. He already seen this coming. They already had been putting this in operation. He was trying to tell us, stop getting fooled. And you know what happened? Every time somebody don't go along with a majority, you consider to be radical. They always got some type of name to demonize you when you don't go along with what they do. Because the majority of people say that's what we do. 3-1, Romans. I'll probably finish up the other. I try to get y'all, I hear y'all long enough with these words I keep making up don't exist. Abstracts. Like every time y'all come in, y'all learn another word, huh?
Yes, sir.
My goal is I try to inform y'all. I don't want that from me. I don't want nobody to make a fool out of us. I'm done with it. Nobody make no fool out of us no more. We want to know what you're talking about. Don't talk over our head.
That's right.
Break it down to its simplest denominator. We want the more common factor.
Yes, sir.
We through with that. Nobody talk out here. You sit up agreeing to something. I don't know what I just agreed to.
That's right.
In the book, talk about they don't know about what they said or what about it unconfirmed. They'll
That's
tie
right.
you into something you don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yes, sir.
I didn't realize these folks been working. Years ago, I didn't know they've been working since Egypt. They call Egypt Mizraim. You've been working this. The whole country here was to lead this footprint of this religion that they were going to establish. The people that said they conquered, they still working together with. They people don't work with us so much, man. The Romans got you. You ain't never get away from nobody. The Romans told you they came in and conquered the Greeks. And the Romans came and conquered the Greeks and the Romans spoke Latin, and then the Greeks, they took them down, they still left their footprints on you. The Romans responsible for your Trinitarian religion. How you spell Trinitarian? T-R-I-A-D. So what? No, I spelled Trinitarian. T-R-I-A-D. It's Trinity. Because most of y'all don't know that's where it comes from. It comes from triad. It means three. That's how Romulus and them got. Many folks don't know to do that. I know. They'll work on trying to correct me. That's fine. No, you helped. I appreciate that. You're exactly right. I did spell triad. Because they're going to associate it with the Asian. So now you know how they got dominated. Because triads don't have nothing to do with them. Triad is three. That's how Romulus, Roman, that's how this stuff got established by the three Roman gods. They believed in three working. That's why they gave you three gods, Trinitarians. That's how they got the Trinity. The Romans gave it to them. Then the Asians, they got a game called a triad. So they were three of them? Because triad, it actually refers to three. What I'm going to do, I'm all over the place. Do y'all understand how my head is just like, I am so pissed. Nobody told me this stuff didn't come to Romans. What triad? I associated triad with Asians. It's Roman. What I'm going to do? What I'm going to do when I think I done caught somebody, the whole time they laughing at me like a fool. They laughing at me. Every time I say they laughing. You know where I get it from? The movie Carrie. You seen Carrie? Her mama told her, they done came to, they said, listen, we voted. You gonna be the prom queen. She put, her mama said, don't go. They're all gonna laugh at you. Her mama told her. They brought out on stage and everything know. They hit her a bucket of blood. Her mama tried to tell her. It don't make sense that I'm an American. They're all gonna laugh at you. I've been watching them. Then you know what my mama used to say? Take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't y'all rush to get old. Take your time, live your life. Chris, let me do it. So you don't throw it off. No, he all right. But it's too much work. Look at triad, let's say. That's where the derivatives come from. I won't be just run my mouth. Trinus, like Trinitarian, Latin, Trinite, Middle English from the Old French, Trinite from the Latin, Trinitas, triad, threefold. Y'all done heard that? They got a fivefold ministry. They been listen. They got you saying stuff, you don't even know what you're talking about, and the whole time these people working you. I was trying to tell you, for me, people dangerous. I don't know what to do when I got that many people working with me. Middle English. Trinity. That's what the Christian church teaches. Yep. So now I got to deal with some that's going to deal with the Romans. You saw Latin. Good, because that's what they spoke. Yep. So Trinidad, triad came from them. So then I got the English come along, and they taught me about, you believe in the Trinity, don't you? God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost. We ain't never heard that before, though. Yeah, that's right. We never knew just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Because you start dealing with Romulus. You start dealing with all these other gods. Look at him. There you go. The Christian Godhead as one God in three persons, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. A group of three are things. Now, a group of three people are things. So, explain to me how the Asian got a game called a triad. How many of them in it? So you see how white people make fools out of folks? And they run around and say stuff and make you think it's of Asian descent? And you say stuff, and the whole time white people just say, that's amazing. The triad game. Man, it's hundreds of them jokers. Interesting. So you know what get me? When people play with me, you know what something mean. You've been playing with me? The whole time you've been playing with me?
Yeah.
Working everybody. You know, they don't believe in but one Buddha. Then they got the triads. White people been knowing about this stuff lately. That's what got me. Yeah. They got Church of Trinitarians.
Yeah.
They know about this stuff. Yep. Nobody ain't told me because I would have been left it.
Yep.
If I knew all that was going on, I'd have never came to it.
That's right.
Had you told me, so the whole time, you know what you've been doing.
Right.
It's a lot deeper than what we know. Y'all know what? I just like, come and teach this book and we just go. Can I do that with all this going on?
Can't do that.
We don't even know how far they've been working. We've been stuck with early English, late English.
Yeah.
When this has been going on a whole lot longer than what we thought.
That's right.
Why would Caesar and them pick up something that they conquered? Have been a plot and a ploy the whole time. These people still been working.
Yep.
All these people have been together. These are the same people. All these people the same people.
Yes, sir.
They just been playing us the whole time.
That's right.
Everybody keep playing. They just bouncing up from guard to guard. Leave us stupid. Sit right here saying, then you go to the Olympics. And these folks got Zeus, the first of their Olympic, or first of their Greek god who lived in Olympus. Whole time it's a display of their gods and work. Everybody bring out their gods. Everybody come out and run compete for their gods.
Yep.
Then they started crowning and put gold and different things on and put them on pedestals to do it. Whole time these people been playing up.
That's right.
I don't care for what event you've been watching, you've been playing while these folks been feeding and been festering to their gods.
Yep.
There's a lot been going on. There's a lot been going on. That's why we had to be so withdrawn from these people. Amusement is to make a fool of. I can't go no amusement party. I ain't no fool.
That's right.
That's what amuse means. Do I amuse you? I want to amuse you. I want to come and make you amuse. I want to fool you. He cracker D. Who thinks of stuff like that and make Paul for kids? I want to put up amuse. Do y'all know what amuse means? Y'all interested in what amuse means? Y'all like amusement parks? Fun places? Let's see. Survey says. Let's see what the amusement means. Think about how we went there and we played and we rolled. All I was trying to do was have a good time. I didn't know that. Listen, somebody stood that gate and said, hey man, come on, make a fool out of you. I'm telling you, I'd have shut that gate down right there. You tell me that I'm going to pay you and you finna make a fool out of me, that won't happen. You've been taking my money. Come in, y'all come in different line. Give me a ticket. Have that. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. You finna have fun while I make a fool out of you? What is wrong? I gotta watch everybody now. How much do you know why you've been doing this? How much involvement do you have in this? Y'all don't think like that. I want you to check everybody. Nobody shouldn't get offended. You say I'm just checking. You ain't doing that. What you getting offended for? White man been working. Call someone to find something funny, entertaining. He made faces to amuse her, provide interesting, enjoyable occupation for someone. They amuse themselves digging through an old encyclopedia synonym. Entertain, make laugh, delight, divert, gladden, cheer, please. What that convalesce, beguile. Oh, we got a problem here. We got a problem right now. We got a problem. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see that beguile. Where does this word come from? Baby, French, old French. Hold on. Stare stupidly. Entertain, deceive. Delude, amuse, deceive. It's from the late 15th century. an amuser, or you know what, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? Tonight I'm your entertainer.
Yeah.
What I just said I'm finna do?
Deceive.
I'm finna deceive you. I'm finna make you stupid. Now, while the parks are fun, the rides are fun, why would you use words like this? Why would you be trying to make me stare stupidly? What is your goal? What is your intent? This ain't, do y'all agree this is not my words? Yeah. That this is their word? Yeah. Why would our people come back and put this on me? He don't want us to do nothing. I don't want you to stare stupidly. I don't want you to be deceived by nobody. I want to make a fool of you, which means the whole time I'm working a system. Listen, I'm spinning you around a circle. Man, my head hurt, I'm dizzy. You stupid. Man, I got that thing about to throw up. I made a fool of you. I deceived you. So I got to ask myself, what are you getting out of this? I made you pay for your hurt. I made you waste time. What happened the first time we found somebody to be deceived? They lost an estate. That's what he need me to do. He's working while I'm trying to be entertained. That's what a muser does, to deceive you. Like with these magic tricks. Yep. Did he really cut the lady in half? That means I made you stare stupidly. Because you're just trying to figure out how he did it. Because I just deceived you. I put some of my box to spin around and made him disappear. What am I trying to convince you to do? What am I really worth? Because I'm just saying, we can say, well, I ain't stupid, I ain't deceived. So why would somebody make this word, create these factions, and he's not getting nothing out of it? Other than just my money. Meaning something else. I got to do deeper research. I'm telling you about me now. I heard somebody. Once I find out and I know exactly what it is you've done, I'll come back and I'll get you. Because I don't like this. I was just trying to have fun. We were going, because I'm not going to pay nobody. You tell, hey, give me this, and this I'm going to make you stupid. I wouldn't pay nobody for that.
Right.
How about, how about I amuse you? And the whole time, I didn't know what the word meant. That's what he just told me. Bad matter what amuse mean. Don't put me right here. This is bad stuff. Tell me the good stuff. But I can put it there. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Come on. Ooh. It did the good stuff, Boston. No, right here. That's it. No, it's call someone to find something funny, entertain. He made faces to amuse me. That's happy, good stuff. Provide interesting and enjoyable occupation for someone. They amuse themselves digging through the old encyclopedia. That's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to make people happy. But then he started giving you synonyms, which are words that mean the same, but it's spelled differently. Or we can say similar. That's how he should have put on the watch the nim, sim. We don't talk like that. These are words that are similar. Entertaining and delight and or divert. I made you pay and sit here all the time to divert your attention, to distract you. I'm trying to distract you because I'm trying to do something else. That's how I deceived you. I distracted you. Now people get kids sometimes, or they lose their kids. You get distracted. You get distracted. That's called entertain. So how many of y'all have lost something valuable and it was funny? How many of y'all have lost something that you needed while being deceived and you laughed about it? What cracker thinks this is a good word, a good definition? And name parts amusement while you distract and divert my attention? To do what? You know what you always have in them places? Somebody look around there and lost their kid. Some woman lost her purse. And you ain't gonna believe what she was doing. All she was doing was just having fun. You know when you having fun, something bad always happens. When your attention being diverted with fun, when you've been deceived with it. People don't want to do that. They look quick. See, he done made his own definition. Cut it out. Because you keep reading, the crack will let you see there's a lot more of this than what you know.
That's right.
There's a lot more to this stuff than what you know. Put him up at Romans 3:1. I'm going to get ready to go. All I tell y'all to do, just search for yourself. Don't take my word or nobody's word for nothing. Look it up for yourself. And start paying attention to what person will commit and make something. Go find out how many people get killed and get hurt in them places. Hey, all right, them folks get killed all the time. You know what they do? They don't tell you about it. Because I need you to come back. Don't get me wrong. Who wouldn't enjoy having fun? I don't enjoy nobody telling you making me stupid. You deceiving me, you divert my attention. I need to stay, our book is all about awareness.
That's right.
So who you trying to get to be deceived or divert their attention? Somebody who the book done told you, lest he come on you, what he said? Meaning if my attention get diverted off on something else. Because he said if sinners entice thee, if they say, stay, come with us and learn for what? They try to get you through entertainment.
Right.
They try to pull you through other means because they're going to divert your attention. They're going to distract you. They're going to deceive you. That's why I told you don't consent. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. Come on, man. Go to amusement park. Come on, man. We all going. Come on. Why we got to drag you? I ain't going.
That's right.
Because no doubt we're trying to distract you. We're trying to divert your attention. That book, that's his word, that ain't mine. Yet your book told you which man our Elohim already seen it coming.
Already saw.
I remember years ago I come holding the church. They ain't going on none of that stuff. They ain't go to, I said, people be like, that stuff ain't no Bible. You like, when we first started, I ain't go none of that stuff. They mama broke me down. Come on. In the book, it wasn't. Sit flat, we ain't never go that stuff. But he couldn't define why. Old people just knew why. They just knew, don't go to that stuff. That's the wall. They used to say all the time, that's that wall. You be like, man, how everything in the world. How many of y'all remember the Holy Church teach that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't go. We ain't go to that stuff. No drive-in movie. You can't go watch no movie. Because you couldn't watch nothing. Them folk didn't play that stuff, boy. But they were right, because they were diverting our attention.
That's right.
They get you in that theater all dogged out there, you wonder bust it out when you leave. God done made a fool, and now you're scared. Looking through bushes, think it's a dog with a knife in there. Nigga, where you see a dog with a knife killing people? Man, I made a fool out of you. Folks lead out you to watch that movie. You watch Snake, man. When I was coming to 7, we had all that. We had snake movies. Like, man, that snake come on, you sit up doing that, bust your kidney. Be like, man, there might be a snake under the bed. All of a sudden, you don't watch the movie. The snake done come out the TV, got in the bed. How many of y'all remember stuff like that? Ain't gonna fool you sit up here all day, none of your heart until you don't watch the movie. You get out peeking out wonder. From the TV. And the strap done got your attention on. Done made a fool out you. Scared to go out there, naked kid. Now they got all these folks kidding to die. I guarantee you them scary movie. That's all that about them scary movie. Nigga hold his gut. You like, man, I'm not going there. Might be especially something that kill somebody in the bathroom. You like, I ain't pissing tonight. I'm a hold. I piss in his bed. I'm not going. That thing just killed them folks on TV that was in the bathroom. It is, man. You think nothing for millions look like no. I remember my mama took my sister, they went to see the movie Ruby. I remember Ruby had a thing on her arm. She shoot out her arm. She a hug. Who remember Ruby? That was, man, back then, that was never. Y'all remember Ruby? Ruby was a little killer. It had a thing, she had a thing on her. You remember? Hold on. What happened? Anyway, Ruby, Mother Smith, you remember Ruby? What she saying? Then ain't that the girl had the thing on her arm shoot out? Man, did she come out the bushes or something? Oh, that was It's Alive. It's a lie when the baby come out the bushes. Man, my mama had hell trying to get my sister home on the bus. Man, they came out there moving some bushes right there. That girl wouldn't go nowhere from that. But they done had to drag that girl. She saw them bushes. She thought that baby was in them bushes. Made a fool out of them. Scared to death of bushes to this day. See, I made a fool out of you. Just like the slave master did with keeping you in the house, making you think the boogeyman gonna get you. He gave you all them little things, them scenarios to mess your head up. Had you scared and afraid. When you saw him do that to them whites, to the so-called Negro, you thinking white man were everywhere on horses to get up. He ain't everywhere. That's how he fool your mind. The white man can't be everywhere. Stop believing. He ain't. Listen, he ain't the person he done played. Yeah, 100 of them can come grab me. Not one of them.
Nope.
Not no one white man without no gun and no weapon gonna just run up on you and do nothing. That's all TV.
Yep.
That's how he got your feel. You thinking, man, it's thousands of them everywhere. How you gonna have thousands of them everywhere grabbing one nigga? They gonna run out.
That's right.
It's still millions of us.
That's right. That's right.
See, we don't let them put them phobia and fears out here through TV. Watch it. Look like they can discover. They can't discover nothing. Everything they run was an accident.
Yep.
There's an accident or they afford to make it up. And they got you thinking they smarter. They're not smarter than you.
That's right.
They ain't got nothing. We done say we ain't just broke down together. Did we not break it down together?
Damn.
Word that you heard Orthodox. How many of y'all you heard Orthodox before you didn't know what it was? Yes, I ain't know what no Orthodox was. That's what it was. What's Orthodox? Orthodox. That's when you Orthodox.
Yep.
Don't be stupid. You don't know. That's how they got you. They gave them to you, shot them out there. You just decided. You never knew what they meant. You never know how to break them down and take their fear out of them.
That's right.
I come to pull these cracker teeth. They bow mouth.
That's right.
So it can't even chew water. Got us out here scared to death of everything. We so scared. Oh, you don't come good. They can't spell out the name of the organization. They keep using what you call them little thing? Acronym.
Yeah. So sick.
Spell it out. Spell FBI.
That's right. That's right.
For them scared us to death right here. And we ain't been the criminals.
That's right.
They got a consensus or orthodox from politics to medicine to religion, and they demonized us with it.
Yes, sir.
The nigga steal, the nigga lie, the nigga stank, the nigga nasty, the nigga sick. That's orthodox of white people.
That's right.
Don't make that no truth.
That's right.
Go on, finish Romans 3 and 1 and get out of here. Sick of it.
That's right.
No, I'm sick of it.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
What advantage then hath the Yehudi? Or what profit is there of circumcision?
How?
Much every way,
Listen what happened.
chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of Elohim.
That's why ordinance will fit us. Because he didn't say everybody would give it to a chieftain. So ordinance fits us, something relating to a government or smaller municipality. Because it only relates to his people. He told you the large majority, the Orthodox, them not going to take it. He said, few that be that find it. That's what you look at, a municipality. Listen.
For what if some did not amon?
What happened?
Shall their unbelief make the Amunah Elohim without effect?
What did he say?
Elohim forbid.
Do what?
Yea, let Elohim be a mont,
And?
every ish a liar.
That's how we look at them. Don't worry about Orthodox. Because the majority of them said to believe. That's what he just told. What if they don't believe? That don't make the Amunah Elohim without no effect. That don't change that call. Well, you know, everybody pretty much believe. I don't give a flying flip what they believe.
That's right.
That's what he was trying to tell them, because they were going to use Orthodox on us. Why you think, Shaul, the book is called Romans. Romulus is the God that they use. That's where your Roman comes from, Romulus. Why you think he would give you this type of teaching in Rome, where Romulus was established, where the triad, the Trinitarian God established? They ain't even look at stuff like that. I got to look at that. It's a book, Romans. Why are you talking like this? Because our people were caught in these forsaken places that they done named after they rival gods. And we were going to get induced into their religious belief. Look at that. If a consensus of people go along with it, it's got to be right. And what we believe wrong, because it's more of them than us. He knew they were going to work us. No better place fitting to put that but in Romulus. Tear down everything they establish it on. That's why we him. That's good. I don't bore y'all too much.